All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rescue Inc. Our story takes place in the Sixth Dominion, a trio of nations in the Frostford here on the world of Alestria. The Frostford is the cold, unforgiving southern hemisphere of Alestria. And in the Sixth Dominion, we find three nations. The Castle Lands, self-described a nation of builders, of stonework, of engineers. Very prosperous and very set in their ways. We have the Iron Plains, a nation of growers, of farmers, of people who refused to be told the land could not be worked. It is rumored that the Castle Lands and the Iron Plains used to be one shared nation. Though, if you remember if that's true, and if it is, what caused the fallout. But what is known is that they've been at war for 60 years. Both the Castle Lands and the Iron Plains border the great... hold on, I wrote this name down. Names are important. Border the great Straminus Palisade, the extremely large wall said to be built before the beginning of time. The wall is Straminus Palisade. He's taking notes, guys. Take note of that. And Manny, you get a DM inspiration for taking notes. That is either a D10 or you can re-roll your dice.
Nice.
So the D10 will be added to your whatever previous roll was.
Right.
Okay. So they border the Straminus Palisade, a wall larger than any building in these three nations. It stands 80 feet wide, and that is where the war is fought. It's a territory grab, essentially. One side trying to push to the other. The unagreed upon conditions of the war is as such if one nation is able to push forward through the entirety of the other nation on top of the war, the war will be won. Sitting on the opposite side of these nations, on the opposite side of the wall, are the Twins. Two budding cities that have staked their claim as Straminus Palisade is known to contain multiple vast dungeons inside of it. Multiple treasures to be had. The Twins, having been set up by the Dungeon Guild, they use one of the very rare access points inside of Straminus, which it lies between these warring nations. As such, they have struck a bit of a shaky deal with both nations that they will not swing their might to any one side, because should they join one side, they will surely crush the other. So long as their war does not spill over top of the wall. There, of course, are the occasional bodies falling over, spells that splash to the side. Little things, but no direct or unintentional mass damage to the Twins. Outside of these three established nations, there are mountain plains, snowy, vast vistas, many creatures that call the Frostford home. And there is also a extremely large body of water that connects all the way to the other pole, the Evertundra. Though trade with those nations is sparse with the two bordering lands at war. The Twins themselves are very diverse cities. They get all kinds, all creatures, all species. While the Castle Lands and the Iron Plains are natively tiefling. Both nations. Yes, they're both natively tieflings. They're both two tiefling nations. One of the only known tiefling nations on Alestria.
In this cold ass place. Huh.
Yes, yeah, they have found their solitude where no one else would build.
Cool.
Another thing that leads those who live in the Twins to believe it used to be one large nation. Because what are the odds of two tiefling nations being side by side? But being that there's been a 60-year war, there's all types of espionage and backhanded deals and lots of kidnapping from both sides. There are soldiers taken in war, there are medics snatched, there are inventors, there are scientists, all means, politicians. Thus, there is a lot of work for a group of interesting people to turn a profit. Lots of mercenary groups work out of the Twins, but Rescue Inc. is the only one who's laid their flag simply and plainly on rescuing those taken. Decent track record. They are a little heavy-handed at times. They're not who you send in for a quiet mission. At least not without some of their stealthier members. But they're loyal. They're effective. They will not double-cross. And if you are mistaken in your bounty and your daughter did not run away and was not kidnapped and actually fell in love, Rescue Inc. will abide by that and not bring back any young lovers or old lovers or lovers of any kind. Because love is the exception for Rescue Inc. Now, Rescue Inc. makes their home in the leftmost twin. They have a tavern that they call home that has let them exclusively rent rooms. It is an unofficial base of operations, but people know they can find you there. And the patron does benefit from having a very strong group of individuals call that place home. So they don't give you too much of a hard time on coming in bloody or making a mess, drinking, or any of the multiple personality quirks you may or may not have. That being said, we'll pause a moment. Hey, Terrence, did you make a character? You're muted if you're talking, Terrence. Still muted. Well, we will press on then. As we begin the story of Rescue Inc. 1 second, please. You are in danger. If you please, can everyone roll initiative for me? We are rolling on D&D Beyond.
Oh, shoot.
Introducing our characters. Right,
that's coming. That is coming.
Hey, you just gotta roll with it. Just gotta roll with it. Let's go, baby.
All right. For me. 10 for Slate Graveljaw.
Am I not in the thing? I'm probably not in the game.
Oh, where is your character at?
It's in testing grounds right now. It's on D&D Beyond now.
You should be able to bounce him over. Hold on. What was the roll?
It was 20, but I'll re-roll. Fine.
No, that's fine. I can go over there and look and see the rolls over there. So I'll pull that up so I can see them. Instead of having to figure out how to bounce you over, because it is a few steps to do that. So you roll over there. That's fine.
Oh.
Do you want to bring him over?
Lonely. If it's not gonna be hard, if it's gonna be hard, I don't want to ruin this. So.
I will put the link to the campaign back in the chat, and you should be able to join with a character, and it should let you bring that character in. So click on the link in the Discord, and it should let you bring them in. Not a D20. Oh no, it is a 1. You rolled a 1. Okay, well, so are you Clue or are you Kanan? Deshaun.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your character's name?
My character's nickname.
What do they know you by? What am I calling you? Me as a DM.
Clue.
Okay.
Kanan's the real name. The team knows the real name though.
But they call you Clue?
You can say Clue. Yes.
Okay. So Clue has a 1 for initiative, which is fascinating and I think hard to do.
Right?
5% chance, man.
That's very true.
I'm a 5%er.
Those are racist. You may not want to say that. No, those are 2%ers?
3.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Not important on this stream. Can you also all roll me stealth checks as well?
Stealth.
Yeah.
And then I will explain what is happening.
All right, roll my stuff.
23 from Quinn is his name? What's his name?
Yes, Quinn.
Quinn. 23 from Quinn. Graveljaw with a 16. And Clue, if we can get your stealth roll. A 3 stealth from Clue.
I'm at disadvantage.
Roll again. This could be a 1.
I rolled twice. 3 and 2.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. You may want to, like, maybe turn your computer off and back on or something. But that's a 1, a 3, and a 2 you've rolled tonight.
I'm over.
But, okay. You said you're over?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. I will close the other screen out. As you all find yourself hiding, lit only by campfire, you are in the middle of a Yeti encampment. Having fulfilled your latest rescue mission, rescuing a young Kenku from their clutches. You are making your way out, trying your best not to wake any of the Yeti. You are 40 feet away from the gates, which you did not use to enter. You scaled the wall, but with the young Kenku, you are not sure that can be done again. On the other side of the gates, you have one large sled waiting for you to jump in and quickly make your way down the mountain. At the bottom of the mountain, there is a 80-foot plains. You are very close to the twins. Should you get in range of their archers, they will defend you from anything chasing, but you must get there. As you sit and plan, you don't have much time, but you feel relatively safe. You have not been seen. The Kenku is being quiet and not arousing any alerts. What do you do? Rescue Inc.
Guys, what say we? What say you? Do we make a run for it, or we continue on this quiet path?
With you up first, who is speaking? What do you look like, and what do they know about you?
Okay. I am Quinn Elderwood. I come from a noble family, and I was an interrogator for the King's Guard. But my love has kind of got me banished from my kingdom, as I was in love with the princess of another kingdom that my current kingdom did not like. On suspicion, they have banished me, so I am out here. I found myself with a group, and I'm just trying to fight my way back in. Quinn is very proud of his family name. They are all soldiers, and he's just trying to find his way back into the kingdom. And he's a rogue by nature of his job, a barbarian from training with his dad, and he's a fighter from learning from his mother. He's young, and he has a lot to learn socially. He's amused by civilian life, and when he's not being polite, he calls adults, men and women, boys and girls. He's just trying to, get back into the kingdom, and he yearns for adventure outside the strict confines of being a soldier, which he is getting right now. He is, Quinn's about 6 foot, 6 foot even. A very muscular, very built guy. He's an African American, and he's bald. There you go.
All right. And what was your question again? I think we've talked through that quite a bit.
So he's asking the team, shall we make a run for it, or should we, continue quietly and try to get out of here?
I think maybe try to continue quietly.
Who is speaking? Who are you, and what's about you?
Okay. I am Clue. I am a 19-year-old hill dwarf. I'm a cleric.
90?
19.
Or
19. So a young hill dwarf. 19 years old. Who happens to be a life domain cleric. Clue comes from humble beginnings. Grew up in the hills. Moved to a city where his family struggled to feed themselves and to make money. At one point, he was a cleric. Well, at one point he was serving at the temple, not under any one specific deity, but helping out at the temple in the city that he lives in, and the temple got destroyed. So now he's on a quest to raise money to rebuild the temple.
Awesome.
Right. So can I leave it at that? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Or
that's
you want
not,
me to-
that's as much or as little
Okay.
as you want to tell, man. And so, what
Oh.
did they know about you? It was important.
Okay.
Okay, so also they know more about me. So also, on his quest, he found a way to help him on his quest, which is by making an oath. So he made an oath to gain power over manipulating nature, space specifically, to complete his goal. So he has a finite time. I didn't come up with the timeline yet. I think Brian, you can come up with it.
Yeah, for the length of this one shot, absolutely.
So what?
Definitely for the length of this one shot.
Yeah, definitely for the length of this one shot. So he has, he has a good amount of time to complete the goal. So he took on the oath in order to help rebuild the temple, and so he gained power over manipulating space. So as the group knows his name. His real name is Kane, and he goes by Clue. But the power over space is he can teleport himself to allies, or he can teleport his allies to himself, or he can teleport objects to other allies or himself. So
Wow.
It's pretty sick.
right. So it's a pretty cool power, but being a cleric, the one detriment is he can't heal himself. So that's
Okay.
that's
Oh, wow.
that's the, yeah. So
Wow.
that's
To
the
be
condition.
to clear that up, you can only regain your health by a short or long rest. Nothing can heal you.
Right.
Oh shoot.
Right. So he gained a pretty powerful ability to help him with his goal, but he had to take on a vow as a condition to gain that power to complete his goal. So the group knows about this. The group knows about what he can do, his name, and his goals. So the group knows him pretty much. He's transparent, very humble, very well-to-do, very positive person. Yeah. And also he prides himself on keeping the group alive and helping the group as much as possible.
Are they also aware of the other negative effect of your ability?
What's the exhaustion? When he uses the teleport, the warp, it's called a space warp. He gains a point of exhaustion, and there's a certain amount of there's a certain amount of usage that he can use it for. So he has up to 12 points, and each one uses a certain amount of points. So the one that teleports his allies to himself uses 3 points. The one that teleports himself to allies uses 2 points. The one that teleports objects is 1 point. So he has to strategically use those 12 points, pretty much. How he
Can you
can.
get to level of exhaustion at the end of the 12 or after each one?
Should he use all 12, he gains 1 point of exhaustion for each hour it takes before he takes a long rest. So if he runs out at 12 in the afternoon, doesn't sleep until 8 p.m., he dies from exhaustion points.
Wow.
He will,
And,
at a certain point of exhaustion, you die.
Does he regain any of them when he gets a rest?
Yes, after
or
a
no?
long rest, he regains
Okay.
these
Okay.
Yeah.
these vowels.
You get them all back? It's not like normal rules where you only get like one back?
Well, now as you bring that up, Manny.
Turn my DM brain off first.
Well, no, I mean, so you get all your key points back, you get all your sorcery points back, you get all your superiority dice back with long rest.
Okay.
So it's
So-
that level of mechanic.
So how many points of exhaustion, like if you run out, right, and you only 8 hours, that means how many points would you have built up to kill?
I think you die with 8 points of exhaustion.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. I just have to remember that. So 8 hours, 8 points. So a point for every hour, pretty much.
At the moment, that's how we're
Okay.
doing it today. We'll see how this evolves and balances.
Okay.
As this is the making of a new class.
Oh, real quick. As far as the group knows, they don't know that Quinn was banished. He didn't tell
Okay.
them that.
How about the prince? The noble family thing.
Oh, they know all of that. He just didn't want. He's kind of embarrassed by that,
Okay.
so he's not telling them. He didn't tell the group.
All right. And Clue suggested you all keep on sneakily, I believe is what he said.
Yep.
I would agree with Clue. If we haven't been seen yet, then let's not run and risk our target falling behind.
Who is talking and what they know about you?
I'm Slate Graveljaw. I'm an Earth Genasi. I consist of stone and tree roots. I'm the son of an officer of a mercenary group. For much of my life, I took only pleasure in the jobs we did and the destruction we caused. It wasn't until my mid-20s, the first time that I returned to one of our battlefields, and I witnessed what comes after. I decided it wasn't the place for me. So, I left. Before I did, I may have taken a few family items to aid me in my quest. After all, I was leaving on my own. They had everyone else. It was only fair. I prefer to stay balanced in my life whenever I can. When I cause harm, I do my best to make it up. I have 4 runes embedded in my stone. My left shoulder, my right forearm, one in my right thigh, and the other on my shield. And from time to time in combat, I activate those to help me with different abilities. If the occasion calls for it, I can pry them and hand them to another. Not all of them, but a couple of them. Other than that, I usually find myself out front when combat does break. I secretly root for combat all the time, but try to be responsible about it at the same time.
Okay. The floor is yours, restaurant. Oh, restaurant. Rescue Inc.
All right. So we keep on quietly and try to sneak by the Yeti.
Okay. Well, your stealth rolls do lead you to be able to do that. Are you going to try to head for the main gate, or are you going to try to go over the wall? The main gate is currently being guarded by 3 of the Yeti. 2 are asleep. 1 seems to be actually doing their job, but their back is currently to you.
And how close would we have to get to them to sneak by?
If you want to open the gate, roll investigation for me, so you can see exactly where the mechanism for that is. $17, good. There seems to be a lever of sorts to release the gate on the closest side to you, surprisingly enough. You are about 20 feet away from it. The current Yeti on guard is paying more attention to the camp itself. Give me 1 second, I can give you a visual of this. Let me see. We have a dwarf, a human, and a genasi.
Do you hear? Do I have a sleep?
I don't know that I have a Genasi token. Yep. What a fun way to start a campaign, huh?
It's fun. It's definitely fun. It's like right into it. Wow, we're Rescue Inc.
Right.
I like that.
This is great. All of us being experienced at D&D.
Exactly. He didn't have to ease us into it.
Is that right? Yup.
Go straight forward.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it so far.
Hello, Chris.
See money.
What up, Manny? What up, Deshaun? What up, Say? Fuck you, Brian.
What's up?
Gang, gang.
All right.
Okay, I have shared the map.
Nice. Okay.
This is you guys over here.
Yeah.
Let me bounce that so I can share it to the stream as well. Also, which one of you is carrying the young Kenku? Are you having the young Kenku walk?
I can carry it.
18. I don't know.
Strength. I got 25.
That's yeah. I got the same too. Ridiculous.
You
Go
fucking
ahead.
guys.
I know what you. I know how you got there.
Don't
I got there the
let
same way.
Oh,
You guys just
all right,
walking
smart.
around with both giant belts on? You guys are fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So clutch, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
Well, maybe the healer should carry him though.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. So, Clue says. Well, actually, no. Actually, Clue. Yeah, Clue's carrying.
Okay. So, the Yeti on guard currently has his back to you. There seems to be a release switch that will swing the gate open. The gates, to your knowledge, open outward, but you're not sure if that's good intel or not. You do believe there will be a noise when they open.
Can I make an investigation on how they open?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I use passive or I roll?
You're rolling for this. Well, no, actually, because you guys broke in here first. This is not your first time seeing the wall.
Okay.
What's your passive investigation?
21.
21. You're aware the gates open outward.
Okay. Everyone, the gates open outward, guys. So I think that's a good thing. We can go straight through. We just have to get there.
We might have to fight those Yetis if they find, if they discover us.
Why don't we move up in pairs? The rogue should go with the first one and stay behind the first Yeti. If they hear, you take out that one. We don't have to kill them all. We just have to get through the gate.
Yes. Sure thing.
True. I agree.
Clue. Do you have any silence spells?
All right. So I'm kind of new to the cleric thing.
Did you pick your spells?
Huh?
Did you pick your spells?
I thought they were already picked.
No,
no, you have to pick
sir.
spells.
You gotta
He's
pick
not
spells.
Man, he's a fighter in our campaign, so he doesn't know anything about picking the spells.
Oh no.
All right, guys, I have bless cure wounds, bless restoration.
Those
I got a lot of healing.
those are the baselines. That's what you just get for being a cleric. Silence is a spell you can get, so if you'd like to have it, you can have it.
I don't want to force you into that right now. We can just keep moving. We can move on.
Yeah. Can we decide on it once we get a little downtime?
You can change your spells every night you sleep, so you can pick it now and not be an issue.
Okay.
Oh, okay. How many do I pick? How many do I get to pick then?
16.
16.
You have 16 spells.
16 later, but let's do the silence now. Could you cast it on should we cast it on the Yeti or the gate?
One is awake, but they're facing the gate.
They're facing away from the gate.
Oh, you know what? They're facing away from the gate. Maybe we do the gate.
What if could we get both of their heads, the sleeping ones, in the silence cone? So that at that point they would not be able to tell.
Yes, but there is ambient noise. They would notice when everything goes silent.
As asleep, maybe so.
Maybe only one of them is awake. It might work. It
All
might
right.
work.
So you're saying that even though they're asleep, they might wake up. Okay, so then do it in the gate. You guys both.
I guess.
You guys both thought the gate, so then we shall go for the gate, and I'll go pull the lever.
Okay. And if you get caught behind, I can always teleport you to me.
Get yourself out of here. Get the
Right.
Kinku home.
Right. Well, we're not leaving you.
I understand. And I pat the Kinku on the head. We're going to get you home. And
Gonna
then,
get me home.
No, what the fuck? Why is he talking? So Quinn starts to sneak around, like he stays to the wall, and is going to try to get to the thing that way, lever that way.
Okay.
So we do the silence. Can I use that?
Yes, you can. And just so you know, Nishan, if you go to spells, then manage spells, and then click known spells, it'll show you all your options.
Okay. So known spells. So I can just. Okay, I'm on the app. Known
You're on the
spells.
app. It may not work on the app.
Silence.
Does it show you your long list?
It actually is here. Like once I search it,
cool. All right.
pops up. What it does? Oh, second level illusion. 120 feet. Oh, 120 range, 20 feet. Okay, so that how far are we from the Yetis?
Not that far.
Only like 22, I think.
Okay, well that should work, and it's 20 feet range.
Yep, so you can definitely get the gate silenced entirely. As Quinn begins moving up for the lever. Now, since you all stopped and planned, I'm going to let you re-roll your stealth. As a 10 wasn't very high, or 16 wasn't very high.
I didn't roll 16. I rolled 23.
Oh, you rolled 23. I'm sorry, I forgot you had the higher of the rolls. I'll let you keep that then.
All right.
As you make your way up to the lever.
I know.
If we're noticed, I'm going to activate my hill rune.
Okay. And what would that do?
It gives me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for 1 minute.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So, as he makes his way up, what are you two doing?
Clue is observing the Yetis to see their reaction.
No reaction at all. They don't seem to notice him. Oh, the one that's awake does not seem to notice him.
I'm just gonna kind of try to step up and position myself in between the spike barrier and that barrel.
Okay.
And just stay prepared.
Excellent. All right. We're gonna keep forgetting your guys' names until I remember. Quinn, you reach the lever unnoticed.
Okay, so my perception. Do I see? Okay, yeah, you said I reached unnoticed. So yeah.
Yes.
Quinn is going to slowly start to push on the lever.
All right. The lever does make a small noise.
I knew it.
But none of the Yetis seem to notice it.
Yes.
As the gates swing open. In complete silence as the silence spell is up.
All right. So I say to Slate, right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I say to Slate, I think it might be best if I go first behind Quinn and you trail me, so that way, you know, the Kinku here is protected.
Yes, I agree. Stay close to him. I will bring up the rear.
Okay. And if anything happens, remember, I can always teleport you within 90 feet. To me. 90 feet to I can within a range of 90 feet, I can teleport you to my side.
A backup plan is always nice.
Yes.
Okay, so would you like to reroll your stealth? As it was bad.
Yes. One second.
Do Yetis count as animals?
No, they're creatures.
I mean,
They
they're
are
beasts.
they are monstrosities.
Okay, so not beasts. Okay.
Not bad this time.
13, not bad at all. As you make your way up. Quinn, what are you doing after you've pulled the lever?
Oh, I'm waiting for them to catch up.
Okay. Clue immediately comes up and is by your side, while Slate seems to be waiting for you all to move further, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Once they get to the door, I'm going to start moving.
Okay.
all right, so yeah. I look back at what's called, and I just turn around and I start moving to get out.
Okay. I'm going to need a
Oh, we have to hop over his fucking head, aren't we?
yes.
Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check. It's not a high DC, though. It is a very large creature.
I'm not an acrobat. 12.
12. Okay. Clue. Acrobatics check.
Yes.
Disadvantage because you're strong enough that the Kenku is not weighing you down.
Hey.
Okay. The two of you are able to easily jump over the Kenku, the Yeti, and begin making your way out the gate. Slate.
And
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to stand at the gate, basically kind of waiting so I can keep my eyes on Slate.
Okay. Slate. They are going out the gate.
All right, I'm then starting to move up.
Reroll your stealth or keep the same stealth. It was 16.
16. I'll keep it.
Okay. You make your way up unnoticed, moving to the Yeti. Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
I think it's the topmost one.
Oh, there it is. Too bad it's not athletics. Oof.
5.
Oh, man.
as the Genasi makes his way very stealthily up and goes to jump over, not really thinking in how large this thing's head really is. And as you go to jump, your back heel comes down, clipping the side of its face. You give me a dex saving throw to see if you keep your feet, as you have landed on the face of a Yeti.
I'm about 325 pounds. Does that
Holy
hurt him?
fuck.
Yo, you're fucking
Yeah,
huge,
that is
dude.
gonna hurt him.
All right.
Roll an unarmed
Warehouse,
strike for me.
You said roll a what?
An unarmed strike.
All right.
You
That's
keep
the
your
Rikishi
feet.
stink face.
Right. You keep your feet as you have stopped through the Yeti's face more or less at this point.
Unarmed strike.
20 points of
Damn.
damage? What the fuck, you huge?
No, that's the hit. That's the hit.
Oh, no, not the hit. The roll damage.
Oh. My bad. That's not.
You have unintentionally hit him. Yeah.
Oh, it's just 5.
Hey, that's good.
Okay. All right, so you do 5 points of damage to this Yeti as you unintentionally curb stomp it with your heel.
Alright, well, then I guess I'm gonna go ahead and activate that fucking hill rune.
You activate the hill rune as the Yeti yells in shock from his face being stepped on, the Yeti that was on guard turning to look and seeing the three of you. You activate your hill rune. We already have our initiatives baked in.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Alright, so now there are 2 of them awake, right?
2 are
Mostly.
awake, 1 is asleep, and the rest of the camp of Yetis are asleep as well. We are going to... I'm going to roll initiative for the Yetis to see where they fall into this fun bag of wax here.
So not including them, correct?
Correct, it was not.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah, I was wondering if we should, so they wouldn't yell, but we're here now.
Go first. We could just run, but we don't go first.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Clue rolled too well.
Clue rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clue, we just standing there. We can run. Clue, what the fuck you doing?
Let me give our Yetis colors. so we can-
Remember, you don't have to worry about me. I can teleport.
True.
I can warp 90 feet, guys.
True.
So
Out here.
make it as far as well. Okay, all right. We'll act it. We'll act it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll act it.
Okay,
But
so...
I would
Go ahead.
I would say real quick. You guys know, like I can do up to 90 feet up to next
Right.
to an ally, basically.
Right.
Okay, so we have a 20 initiative from Quinn. We have a 10 from Slate. We have a 1 from Clue. And we have a 12 from our Yeti friends.
Mm.
So, Quinn, you're up.
Fuck. And Quinn is going to attack the Yeti.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I
you
mean- Turn
are-
orders and such.
turn orders are as they are. You are currently 10 feet away from the Yeti.
So Quinn runs in and stabs, goes swinging.
The one that's standing or the one that's on the ground?
So it's two of them that are awake only, right?
Correct. One standing, one's on the ground.
The one on the ground. Did I get advantage? Ain't much damage.
Yeah, just a little slight 17.
Oh, do I get sneak attack on that?
Is your sneak attack if an ally's within 5 feet, you get it?
What?
Mm-hmm.
It says attacks per action 1, but I'm a dual wielder. How does that work?
Bonus action, you can attack with the weapon and get your bonus stats.
Okay. So I will do that with my bonus action.
Do you have two swords?
Yes.
Oh, okay, go for it.
2 great swords, and so I have great weapon master and what's it called. So I'm going to take a -5 on the hit, to add my great weapon master power to it.
Okay, let it rip.
Yo,
Can I
Saeed,
attack with the same sword?
Sorry?
Can I attack with the same sword?
The other sword.
Okay, the other sword. All right, so
Yo, Saeed, I'm so hyped for you right now, bro. Cause I was looking at that feat, and I was like, I don't know. But
that's only a
it's
13.
13 will hit, as Yetis do not wear
Oh.
armor.
This is a
This-
plus 10 on
this
top
is
of what I'm
Yetis.
rolling.
For damage?
Plus,
Yes.
yep.
So that's 20.
Whoa!
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm so hyped right now, bro. It's crazy seeing you play like a character like this.
Yeah, I wanted to do something different. I was used to.
Okay, you've done 40 points of damage as you run up with 2 great swords in these hands, slashing down the Yeti. 40
And then-
points. It's not looking good, but it's still alive on the ground in pain.
So so Quinn takes his swords and he just puts them up like in the X in front of his face, and then he's gonna back off, but he's gonna back off at full speed.
Okay, so you've used 5 so far. How much you got
Mhm.
left?
25.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so you go 20 feet essentially outside the gate. The
Okay.
one on. Let me see what our friend's reach is.
Mm-hmm.
Only 5. Do prone creatures still get attack opportunities? I think they do.
Manny can help you there.
They made it
Disadvantage, I would think. What do they call disadvantage? I'm not looking it up.
It's not like it's incapacitated or anything.
Right,
It's just laying
right.
around.
Right.
I'm getting beat the fuck up, but laying on
He
the
doesn't
ground
have
all
to-
the same.
Pick up a weapon because he's just gonna swing with his hand.
Does a 9 hit?
No, it does not.
As the Yeti trying to block the damage coming in to take a swipe at you as you're running, missing completely.
Quinn grins.
This brings us to our Yetis. The first one, having seen the damage dealt and then the culprit running away, is going to first try to deal with the one in front of it. Slate, I need a Constitution saving throw from you. As the Yeti stares at you using its chilling gaze.
Son of a bitch!
9.
No.
As it stares you down, you feel a coldness enrapture your body, taking 14 points of cold damage, and you are now paralyzed for 1 minute.
Well, that sucks. 14 points.
It will then raise its claws to take 2 claw attacks against you. At advantage now because you are paralyzed. The first one is a 24.
It's too late to
Shit.
use a double.
No, go ahead. Roll again.
Oh yes. Whew. Okay. Let's get a W this time.
Come on.
We need a 14.
Yes.
19. Okay, so as you feel this freezing chill and capture your body, able to shake it off as a Genasi. Who cares about the cold? The Yeti is still going to take 2 attacks against you, though, with his claws. The first one is a 19.
Does not hit.
Oh.
Ooh, boy.
The second one will not hit either, as the Yeti takes 2 strikes, with Slate being able to easily step out the way of both.
Damn.
Okay, our next Yeti.
Oh, Slate doesn't dodge. He just lets them hit his stone body.
Oh shit.
Correction.
Hey, I like it.
Slate just eats that
Slate-
shit.
Slate foot never dodges.
Good to know. Complete light work for Slate. Let's see if the other Yeti wakes up.
Because of that, though.
The other Yeti with a natural 20 pops up off the ground,
Well, that's not cool.
waking up and immediately taking complete stock of the situation. It is going to it's going to use its chilling gaze on you, Quinn, as it sees you're the one furthest away from escaping. Or closest to escaping, I should say. I need a Constitution saving throw. Need a 14 or better. You're Quinn, Saeed.
Oh, me. I'm sorry. For sure, my brain just went blank. Con save. All right.
Yes, 14 or better.
I do not save.
Do you have anything to make this again? To roll it again?
I don't think so.
Check to see if you got it.
All right. No.
Okay.
It's my bad.
You take 12 points of cold damage, and you are paralyzed for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of every turn.
It's guaranteed I take 12 or how's that work?
Is it guaranteed what?
Do I have to take 12 or does it roll against anything?
I rolled.
It's
No,
automatic.
you take 3d6 cold damage because you failed.
Oh, okay. Failed on the con save. Gotcha.
Yes.
Oh.
Want to save?
Yeah. You are paralyzed for 1 minute, but you can re-roll the save after every turn. Yeah.
Is the damage halved on my save? Or is it still
no damage at all on your save. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
So you took no damage because you saved from it. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's no damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you take no damage.
All right then.
The purple Yeti, as he is so known,
Well, stood up.
is going to take 2 claw attacks once again against Slate, as he is currently the one standing in the way.
No.
That will be a 21 and an 11.
21 hits.
All right.
But I will use my reaction to
Okay.
use Runic Shield, activating the rune in my shield to make him reroll.
Oh, very cool. Well, that will be a 8.
Yes.
So, as the first strike just slashes across the granite that is Slate, the second one, Slate gets the intuition that this one may hit. And as it comes down, you don't even see Slate move. You just hear the shield hit against the claw. As the second attack is deflected. That is the end of that Yeti's turn, bringing us to the third, who is on the ground, almost dying. It will use half its movement to stand up. Having seen the effectiveness of this Slate in front of him, it is going to attempt to use its chilling gaze against Clue instead, as it cannot currently see. Huh?
I've used all my tricks.
Well, this gaze is on Clue, luckily enough. But the attacks will be on you because you're sitting right there. Clue, if you don't mind, a Constitution saving throw. You must beat a 13, so we'll need 14 or better out of you.
And the other gunman's already stoned, or already paralyzed.
He's paralyzed, yes. Quinn.
Cool.
Nishan. Con saving throw.
Yeah, sorry, I was still looking at
Not
the
a
spells.
problem.
Con saving throw. Not bad. 13, you said, right? Oh.
You gotta beat that, so you're fine. No damage, no perilous. But these two attacks will go against the untouchable Slate. We have... Does a 24 hit?
24 hits.
Okay. We'll finally get an attack in. And I'm going to use these guys because this will be a little faster.
$4d6 on a punch. Ouch.
Yes, as you take 12 points of damage, 6 of that being slashing damage, and the other, whatever, the other 6 being cold damage.
Alright, so 9, because I'm resistant to slashing.
There we go. So I thought there might be something there. Yes, so 9 points of damage you take.
Cool. Alright.
That brings us to your turn.
Oh, imagine that. Okay. Well, Slate surrounded pretty much, and one guy's paralyzed. So
Wait, I didn't go yet.
You haven't come up yet.
Slate is going to pull the longsword out of his back.
Okay.
But instead of holding on to it, he's going to pull it up and just throw it straight up in the air to where it stays.
Oh shit.
And I'm going to use it to attack the yellow guy here with my bonus action.
As the dancing longsword makes an appearance. 16 will hit.
Alright. So that is... Yes, hurry up and then goes... Now, because I'm not holding it, do I get to roll it as a one-handed or as a two-handed?
I'm going to say 2.
Sweet.
Magical grip is strong. Haha, 10 points of damage.
So then...
As the Yeti is barely keeping its feet.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my... there's 3 of them there. Alright. I'm going to use my first attack action on the yellow guy.
Okay.
With my battle axe. Or sorry, not with... it actually has a name called Hugh.
You named it Hugh?
No, it's the name of the item.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, I guess we probably traveled with each other. They would know. I took it from a dwarf. It does extra damage to plant-based and wood-based items,
Oh, that's
Okay.
wreaking havoc on nature, and I didn't like it, so I took it from him.
cool. Hugh, nice.
Oof.
21 will hit.
All right. One-handed.
11 as you slash Hugh into the yellow yeti, dropping it to its knees and killing it as it falls over to
Nice.
never rise again.
All right. Then I will take my second attack action on the green one in front of me.
Go for it.
Damn.
17 will hit.
Okay. And there.
Alright.
The third one as well on him.
Right. 27 will hit. Alright. Another 6, bringing the total to 17 for this round.
I think I have something I can add another D8 on real quick. There it is. Giant's Might. A part of. What is it? A feat, I think. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I think it cost a bonus action. I did that.
Okay.
So yeah, so then I'm going to risk the 2 opportunity attacks, and I'm going to run over to the paralyzed one and prepare to try to pick him up on my next turn.
Okay. Alright, let's see what these 2 guys can do on their attempted attacks here. A 6 and a 1. No, they're both going to miss. As they both take swings, and you get hit in the back by both and feel it none at all as you simply walk over to your companion. This brings us to Clue. What you got
Can
for us?
everyone hear me?
Yep.
Can everyone hear me? I'm on headphones. Okay. So how far am I from Quinn?
10 feet.
10 feet. So I go up 10 feet to Quinn.
So 5 feet puts you in range of him.
Okay, I go up to 5 feet up to Quinn, and I say to Slate, well, hold on. Do I know Slate's trying to pick him up or no? He didn't say anything, right?
I guess you can
I'm
see him.
like kind of hunched down, getting ready to scoop him up, but I haven't spoken it.
Okay. I say don't worry about it. I use lesser restoration on Quinn.
Quinn, you are no longer paralyzed.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we should keep going, guys.
You can only use 5 feet of movement. You have more.
I have 25 total, so I move. So we can move to the right. Which way did we come in, as far as we remember?
Your awaiting sled is to your left.
Okay, so I go towards the sled.
Towards the dice.
Yeah, towards
Yes.
the dice. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
And your sled is 20 feet off to the side, away from this encampment.
Okay.
And that is the end of your turn. Which brings us to Quinn. No longer paralyzed. That is you, Saeed. You are also muted.
There we go. I was talking. Quinn, thank you. And then he runs, and he's going to run to the sled. Use action and his what's it called?
Movement in action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you'll make it to the sled.
Oh boy.
And to give you a visual reference point, this is essentially a bobsled.
Mm-hmm.
You are a bobsled team.
Let's go.
Yo, it's hilarious.
Kiss my egg.
But you have arrived at the bobsled as you grab a handle and prepare, give it a couple practice slides to get it ready.
Okay.
To our Yetis. The first one comes running out. Oh wait, I moved Quinn too far. Okay.
No.
Run out and for those of you who have succeeded against the chill gaze, you are now immune to it for 1 hour. So
Nice.
the Yeti will only take 2 attacks with his claws. One being a natural 20, the other one missing.
Wait, against who?
Against Slate.
I guess I will use my reaction this turn around to use another one of my runic shields to force him to re-roll that nat 20.
Okay. And as we re-roll, we get a 19. Not a crit, but it will still hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That is 2 of those down.
Oh, 19 hit?
No, it's plus 6.
Oh, okay.
All right. You take 3 slashing damage and 11 cold damage.
So you want me to round up or down for the...
Round down. Or round down. Down for them, up for you guys. So 1 point of slashing and whatever the other was for the other. It was 4, 9, 11 for the cold.
14.
Okay. All right, on to the purple Yeti.
Are they jumping, my man?
Let's see. This one is going to... Oof, not you. It's going to go up and over the gate as the other Yeti's in the way.
Sick.
It does burn a little bit more movement than it would have, otherwise. But as it lands, it's actually going to chase after Clue. It will take 2 strikes against Clue. That will be a 25 and a 13.
Okay, so I have this cool little item called Cloak of Displacement. When I wear the cloak, it projects an illusion, and anyone that attacks me must roll disadvantage on
Okay.
attack rolls.
You guys are just built hilariously. Okay. So that first roll would have been a 13. Does 13 hit?
No.
Okay. Next one's gonna miss too. As it swipes, hitting where it thought you were, and where you might have been had you chose to move there, but something just told you not to. As your cloak is displacing your form, and it misses both strikes. The third Yeti is dead, and between the wind and the roar of the fires, the other Yetis have not woken up. Slate. We are to you.
Alright. As my dancing longsword comes over to the Yeti in front of me, I'm just going to look at him. You don't understand. I've already done my good deed for the day. And just all 3 attacks on this guy.
Love it.
3.
Yeah, sorry, 23 hits. 27 hits. What are all these rolls? What's happening? What am I looking at here?
I'm looking at damage.
So it's 27, 23, and...
I only rolled once, I think. Just the
Oh, I see. Those are all ones.
Yeah.
Okay, 23 hits, 6 points. Okay.
All right. And then the second one.
17 will hit.
Damn.
Another 6 points of damage.
Unfortunate damage rolls.
Right? Third one.
Will hit again.
Damn. That's some. Come on, give him a 13.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What the fuck? 3 ones?
No.
I love it. The great leveler.
You know what? I'm pissed. Action surge. I'm swinging again.
Refusing to be content. 18 will hit. This can't be a 1 again. It is not.
Yeah, we're
13 points of damage. All right.
All right.
Our Yeti friend is barely on his feet at this point.
All right. 5th attack.
Beautiful.
26
Beautiful.
will hit.
Dropping.
And so you do, as you are able to literally chop him down with your 5 strikes, leaving him bloodied and
Now-
dead.
I get to move my dancing sword 30 feet. I imagine it's only gone maybe like 15. Even though it's already attacked, can I make it come back to me?
Back to your hand?
Yeah, with the rest of his movement.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. I'll make that come back. And then I will 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll move up beside the dwarf and use my final attack on the other purple guy.
Okay, let it go. Let it rip. 18 will hit.
Alright. And just look at the dwarf and think, keep going.
Which brings us to your turn, Clue. I heard you for a second, Deshaun, then it broke up.
Bringing up. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. So, Blue says to wait. I said I know. And then how far is Blue away from? How far am I from the sled?
You are currently 30 feet.
30 feet.
Yes.
Oh shoot.
Well, it should be 25 because it's supposed to be closer. 25 feet.
25 feet.
Mhm.
Okay. So I run 25 feet. Oh, okay. So that puts me. Does that put me on the sled?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, you should be on it with 25.
Okay. And then I'm going to use the ally warp. I'm going to teleport.
Oh,
Wait. What's the move? And I say, we're called Rescue Inc., not Attack Inc.
sorry, but I didn't want to leave you guys behind.
Okay.
course
You
not.
all 3 on your escape bobsled.
I'm gonna make my way to the back of the sled if I can.
Hurry this up.
That's fine. As you all kind of
We
go
are
situated,
in
like, wait, I
time
want to. If I can get in the back, can we just switch seats real quick? Just.
I don't know if we have any steering mechanisms or whatnot, but if we don't, I'm going to use my battle axe as a
Oh,
rudder.
as a rudder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dope. So, as the three of you load on, bringing us to. What? Something with a G.
Huh?
Where is it? Quinn. Why
Okay.
is it G? Bring us to Quinn.
Uh-huh.
I assume you all take off.
Yes.
As you feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. And take off down the hill.
All right.
Immediately hearing a yell from the purple yeti you did not kill, raising an alarm amongst the sleeping yetis. So, as you bobsled down this hill, it will be either strength or acrobatics to steer clear of danger, with advantage because we have a rudder. Well, Slate will be at advantage. It will
Strength?
take acrobatics or strength as athletics, as you're either leading with this as proper bobsled people, or trying to be thin and letting the others kind of guide it out.
So
It'll take
athletics or acrobatics? Okay,
Correct.
I'll
It'll
take
take-
athletics.
4 successful attempts to get down this hill successfully.
Okay, so I'll roll the first one.
3 failures and you crash.
16.
I have advantage. Sweet. Okay.
You have advantage, yes.
Oh, roll it again?
No, only he
4.
does because he's using the rudder.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go ahead and roll the next one. I guess.
Yes, as we get they're group rolls. So this is the first round. Everyone roll.
Okay. I guess with
Yeah, just roll it twice. Yeah.
Let's go, bro.
there only once. Did it go second time? No?
We got one.
No, we
that I
only see
see.
one.
Okay.
And Deshaun, give me athletics or acrobatics.
All right, I'm going to do
Sheesh.
athletics. I'm gonna do athletics.
I figured. You guys.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Athletic.
Athletics is
Oh
probably
yeah.
12.
Okay.
Yeah. let's go.
Okay, as you all are picking up speed and successfully dodging all the dangers, as you look back and you can see yetis tearing through the trees trying to catch you. Give me the next round of rolls, please.
How far away are they?
The original yetis were about 60 feet, but you are seeing yetis from the forest pop up. Currently, none are closer than 20. None are closer than 20 feet. There apparently were yetis in the forest proper.
Look, guys, they're angry.
20 feet is the closest yeti.
So I'm going to take a bead off of my necklace and toss it at them.
Okay. Is this a ranged attack, or is it just going to do a thing?
Let me look it up real quick.
Oh, question.
Uh-huh.
Would the cloak of displacement work against the geese for the future? I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it say melee and ranged attacks, or what does it say?
It
It-
just
This is attack rolls, I think.
It's not an attack roll.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
if it,
good,
yes,
good,
no.
good.
I
So
figured
this
it
is-
might not be.
this is the fireball necklace. It just says.
Oh no, so
that-
it's just a fireball then. Okay.
Okay.
You throw a fireball. What's the damage of fireball? 68?
8d6.
I think it's actually
8
8d6.
8d6. Okay, go ahead and roll 8d6. Bottom left for
is
D&D
better.
Beyond gives you a dice roller,
Okay.
and you can click the 8d6 and then click roll. Man just threw a fireball. What will they think of next? We will say this radius will get 4 yetis.
And then, hang on, I gotta roll to see how many charges it actually has.
Okay,
1d6 plus 3.
nice. 26 points as the top of the forest explodes in a fireball. Jeez, 26 points.
Quinn?
So I had a total of 6 beads, so I'm down to 5.
Okay, cool.
Quinn, now they're really mad.
Mm.
Did any of them die? Or are they still coming?
Still coming. None died.
Okay.
Definitely pissed. So, give me your 3 rolls. You do not have advantage this time because you threw a fireball.
I do not have advantage. Okay.
Because we'll say you threw the fireball instead of ruddering. But 3 athletic checks for the A squad here.
I'm going to activate my giant strength to give myself advantage on this.
Okay.
Or wait, hang on. I gotta check. This may only be on a save. Let me just double check.
Mhm.
Giant.
Quinn, athletic check, please.
You have advantage on
Athletic.
checks and saving throws.
You got it.
Alright.
So we have 26-17, and coming in hot from the back of the bobsled.
The first one is a 10. Thank God for advantage. 22.
Yes, because that 10 would have been a fail. As you all navigate through the trees as they start getting more clustered here. You can hear the Yetis still chasing, though they lost some speed from the fireball. They're now 35 feet behind you. As we enter in the 3rd round, does anyone want to do anything else to the Yetis that are chasing?
Is this still inside of a minute since I activated my Giant's Might?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. These are not. There's more time between these rolls than the 6 seconds.
Okay, then no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to keep ruddering.
Okay. There's about 30 seconds to 45 in between each check here, as you guys are flying down this mountain. Very large
Actually,
mountain.
I used it 4 times per long rest, so I'm going to throw another fireball.
Dope. As they
Okay.
were slowly trying to gain again, simply looking. Boop.
No, not having that.
Oh,
24 as another fireball explodes in the tree top. You hear the Yeti scream in pain.
wait, where'd you buy that thing?
I don't buy things. I collect them from those that beat.
You
So-
wild type.
I end up giving away all my money to make up for all the people I killed.
I think Slate rescued them.
Rescue this item. That's awesome.
So, with the 24 points of fire damage, the Yetis are at disadvantage for ability checks, which leads to them all falling out the trees and all taking enough fall damage to kill them. The 4 pursuing Yetis
Wow.
are dead.
They're falling out of trees, dead.
Falling balls of Yeti just poof, boof, 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 boof. As
Slade just goes, "Oh, I don't know if the rescue is going to make up for all of that."
give me another round of bobsled, as there is still the
All right.
danger of the mountain itself.
All right. Versus,
Let's get a good roll. Not again. Okay. Good thing I'm pretty strong.
natural 20.
Yeah, you got a natural 20? Hey.
He did. Wow, okay. 18, 28, 26. As you just continue to build speed, heedless of your pursuers falling dead out of the trees. Building speed, expertly navigating as you hit the tree line. And originally the plan was to abandon the bobsled at the tree line and run the last 80 feet to safety. But you built up so much speed, you just keep fucking going. As at this point, you are using your weapons to row and push yourselves forward. As you are a crazed rescue crew being stopped by nothing. As you break the tree line and you fly another 30 feet, you see a monstrously large Yeti break through the tree line as the abominable Yeti makes an appearance, though you have 40 feet on it. Give me one last round of checks to see if you can get in range of the city's defenses before the Yeti gets in range of you.
Wow. That thing
Natural
is big.
20!
Nice. Am I still ruddering, or am I back at normal roll?
Still ruddering.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
First one.
Yo, your rolls are crazy high, yo.
That one was.
Alright,
Yes.
good.
31, 15, and 26 as you hear the roar of the abominable Yeti. All look back. Fuck! And just push your weapons into the ground, jettisoning your bobsled, almost skipping off the ground like a stone as you fly this last 80 feet across the Avatundra, or the frost.
So we're kind of in the air?
You're bouncing in and out the air, essentially.
Okay.
That's how fast you are going here.
When we go up into the air, Quinn's going to stick his swords out on the side like they're wings.
As Quinn sticks the swords to either side, catching air, and for a moment, it is almost like flying. Until you bounce back off the ground, of course. And continue on as you hear a bell ring from the city towers and the
I
walls.
whisper to the dwarf as he does this. Grab his waist.
Do you grab his waist?
Slate said that the clue.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Clue looks at Slate, and I say to the Kinko, is it the Kinko?
Yes.
Tinku. Yeah.
Kinku.
The Kinku, are you okay if I let go?
This is so stupid.
Okay, if you let go.
Okay. And I let go, I grab Quinn.
Okay.
Don't have too much fun.
Because of that, Quinn, you do not make a dexterity saving throw as you bounce off the ground.
Okay, so Quinn, no, when he does it, he's going to lean forward like the Titanic scene. And when Leo's holding- You grab his waist.
As you all paint this majestic image, as the guards on the wall, these fucking assholes, fire at the Yeti as a volley of arrows come flying over your heads to stop the Yeti in his paces as you come flying in, skidding to a halt. Very Fast and the Furious, pulling it sideways now, skidding up to the gate as the bobsled rocks to his side, landing even as a snot-nosed young noble comes running out the gates, arms open, yelling, "Repeater, repeater!" as the young Kenku jumps out of your grip, running over, "Repeater, repeater!" jumping in the young noble's arms as you successfully rescue the Kenku. Welcome to Rescue Inc., everybody.
Yeah.
Alright.
Rescue Inc. We did it again.
Slate, you kill me with that no dodging shit. Every time I think you're about to take damage.
It makes the battle fun.
Yeah.
Balanced. The enemy doesn't seem to dodge my attacks either.
Especially when those when it's a blade hitting you, it's like sparks.
How about we sharpen our blades on his skin? How about that?
I mean, it seems strong enough.
Right.
Well, it would seem I owe the world a favor after today's events.
Mm.
Okay.
You need a drink. Ah, shit, you don't have money.
Well, actually, at that point, the noble's father does. As you make your way inside the gates in the city hall, city proper, the noble's father greets you, thanks you for taking what he believes was a very silly request, but his son was crying and he had the money, so he pays you all 20 platinum for a job well
Hey.
done. And
So what exactly was this thing that we rescued?
a Kenku, a young baby Kenku. They,
It's like a little
they,
bird
they,
fruit.
they speak in echoes. They repeat other people. They cannot natively speak.
So it's not even like a person. Oh yeah.
Well, it's a living. It can be a playable character, but
Slate's definitely gonna have to do some making up for this shit.
it does count as a person. They are a
They're
Oh, it
player.
does count as a person?
Yeah, they are a species, a playable species, and an NPC species as well. This one is
And
just
you
young.
killed, what, like 4 Yetis?
You killed no. So didn't you get one on the ground too? You got 4 with the fireball. You killed
So I
two,
killed
six Yetis. You killed 6
Oh,
Yetis.
yeah.
But as you all make your way back to your HQ, you have 20 more platinum in the Rescue Inc. coffers.
Okay. Before we do, Clue says to
20
the
together
noble.
or 20 apiece? I'm sorry.
20 total. 20 platinum
Okay.
total.
Okay.
Do we not have to count our money then? Because I don't know what's going on here. And I'm okay with not counting it. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Not
Don't
really
wanna
today.
count it.
Not today, no.
Okay, good.
You're good on that.
Okay. Before we make it back, Clue says to the noble that hired us, say thank you again for your request. It was great doing the job.
Well, thank you for taking it. I understand it may be a little below what you're used to. A lot of people turn me down, so, I'll spread the word. Rescue Inc. will rescue anything.
Hey, anyone. Easy. We value lives. Can't
What?
let him go
Oh,
get kidnapped.
yeah, and anyone. Enjoy your day. Come on, let's go. As he takes his son and repeater back to their homes.
Wait, so the noble, he wasn't a Kenku?
No, neither was the son.
Is that their pet?
Not their pet. No.
Oh, I was about to say no. There's no way.
Not a pet. Not a pet.
Oh,
Just a.
about to say no.
It's like a foreign exchange student that lives with him.
It's closer to that than anything. Yes.
Okay, okay.
A lot
good,
of the
good.
species come to the twins, and
Okay.
living in the twins is very dangerous.
Whew.
On the way back to our headquarters, do I see anyone that looks like they need any help carrying anything, help crossing the street? Whatever.
You absolutely see some people in need of help carrying large objects.
I'm gonna let the rest of the group go on. I'm gonna stay behind and help some people for the next hour probably.
Okay.
Before we carry on, rescuing people is a good deed also. I keep telling you this. You're just overkilling it.
Yes, that creature would account for maybe 3 of the Yeti. The other 3, I must atone for.
All right.
Slate, I understand. I understand perfectly. Do what you must.
I'm also going to find somebody to give away 4 of the 6 platinum I took from our payment.
Okay.
Cool.
And you can very easily do that. Do you want to give it to a war veteran, as there is a 60-year war happening right down the street, more or less? There are general poor people. There are orphans. A lot of options.
I will give it to the orphans.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. You generally know where the orphans generally mill about, so you head over there, give it to a group that you know will take care of the others.
Cool.
So you're very confident that 3 platinum is going to go a extremely long way for essentially all of the orphans in the city, at least in the left half of the twins.
Huh. And after which, I'll rejoin the group.
Okay. As you all make it back to your HQ, which I have not named, and you are welcome to if you'd like.
So, and I guess we would know this outside.
Yeah.
Does Clue need money to rebuild his temple?
Clue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Quintus, Clue. As far as this goes, money is as long as we're taken care of. You can take my piece to rebuild what you need to rebuild. It's not important to me.
I really appreciate that. Are you sure?
I mean, as long as we can eat, we have a place to stay, and we do our Rescue Inc. things, I'm not going to be of much need of this. I don't learn to live a lavish life. I'm a soldier.
Yes, I understand. I appreciate it. How about I take a portion so that way we still have some funds if anything comes up, any unexpected costs.
Yes, that's fine. You take half of what I earn.
Thank you so much, Quinn. I really appreciate it.
Very awesome. As you all make your way back to your home, there are drinks to be had, food to be eaten. Eventually, Slate does make his way there as well. And we will go into a long rest and into the next day if there's nothing else you all would like to do in the meantime.
Nope.
Okay. So as the next day begins, you will all eventually come awake in your own time, going to a social room that you all have, as you all have all the rooms in this tavern. So 2 floors worth. Your personal rooms, a planning area, a bit of a meeting area, which you usually have breakfast and your meals in the meeting area. You all eventually make your way there for breakfast, where you are eventually greeted by your assistant.
Quinn has a glass of red wine with breakfast every day.
What a douche.
They say it's good for the heart.
I'll be right back.
Yo, this is awesome so far.
Yo, this is fun, man.
Right?
I like playing with you guys.
Hell yeah.
It's cool.
This is a blast.
Yeah.
This is very different from our campaign.
Really?
Yes, because we trust each other here and we like each other. Our campaign is a bunch of having to prove to each other that we're for the team.
Yeah, they are Guardian of the Galaxy 1 the first 30 minutes. Where this is Guardians 2, I guess.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. True.
Okay. You are greeted by your...
Lord and Thor. Just a whole bunch of Star Lords and Thors.
That's it. Star Wars and Thors. Maybe a Drax sprinkled in.
Yeah.
You were greeted by your secretary, a mousy tiefling named Simmer Doubt. You would all be aware that in tiefling culture, you have a first name and you have a virtue name, which you are given later in life. It typically speaks to who you are, what you do, and what you're trying to accomplish. Simmer is a bit of a outcast and a misfit, his virtue name being Doubt. But he is kind and he wants to do good, and as such has found himself with Rescue Inc. He has no outward talents of his own to go on any missions with you all, but he does what he can, helping speak to the families and people who want to get your services, doing clerical work, as you all sometimes do a bit of property damage. He essentially keeps the machine moving.
Yes, I love it.
As he comes in, a bit flustered. Good morning, Rescue Inc. Let's see you all awake and doing great. We have a visitor that wants to see you and hire you. They wouldn't say who they were, though.
Do we have any other business on the docket? I mean, is this the only client that we may have?
No. You had a number of people who wanted to speak with you today, but this person insisted jumping the line. They are the first here before the appointments. I think they may have known that. I don't know, but they did give me this.
Are they alone?
They did seem to be alone. Though I do think a number of the people in the tavern downstairs may be with them. Hard to say. Though
Understandable.
you all are very aware that one of Simmer's many talents is very high observation skills. So if he says there's people with him, there's people with him.
Okay.
Why don't you show him and only him up here?
That is actually what he requested. But he wanted me to show you this, and he takes out. It is a diamond-shaped coin of sorts, and as soon as you all see it, you recognize it. This is. Hold on, I have the. One second, guys. I wrote this name somewhere. This is an RSD, a Royal Seal of Debt. You are all aware that one of these gives someone a line of credit directly from the crown that refreshes monthly. The RSD by itself is worthless. It needs to be activated. But this is an RSD.
So when Simmer shows it to us, Quinn holds his hand. Please, may I see it?
He gives it to you.
Hey, Quinn inspects it, looks at it very closely. So, guys, we have to say yes, right? We have to say yes. It's an RSD.
I hold out my hand as if I would like to also take a look at it.
And Quinn passes it.
And when I get it, I'm going to study it the best I can, with the intention of possibly trying to make a forgery one in the future.
Very, very awesome.
Oh
I
my
love
god!
all of that. Give me roll
love this.
inspection as you are looking at this, turning it over, kind of filling the grooves.
All right.
Guy's an ass.
That's great. That's great.
Investigation. There
Yes.
we go.
Damn, that's a crazy armor class, bro.
23.
Okay. For 23, you have memorized this thing. You feel confident that you can duplicate it. But in your inspection, you recognize on the sides of it, the thin sides, there are grooves. And it reads in Braille a numerical sequence. You are under the impression that these are numbered in catalog.
Okay. Can I memorize the number?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, Simmer says,
Yeah. Give it back whenever.
he said, that's us to keep. I don't know what comes after that or what strings are attached to it, but he wanted you to have it as a show of good faith at the moment. But do I show him up?
Yes, quickly.
I'm cool with it.
Slate, can I please see the RSD?
Oh,
Absolutely.
sorry. We didn't let you look.
Oh, I think it's real, but I want to see for myself.
Okay.
When our assistant leaves to go get him,
Mhm.
I'm going to walk over to my equipment, grab the dancing longsword, and throw it up above the door.
Oh, dope. Okay. As you place Damocles' blade above the door there.
And I'll just go have a seat.
That's awesome.
Okay, so this is where people come to see us. I will say, can we have like 3 large chairs like we sit above people, kind of like a really
If you'd
judgmental
like,
manner?
yeah, you can very quickly rearrange the room from eating to meetings, as you were
Yes.
supposed to have a meeting for another 2 hours, and that's something that Doubt would have done. So you all,
a raised seating area. and that's
yes,
your
being,
place.
being as strong as you, the three of you are, you very quickly just pick the big things up, deuce, 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 and get into your positions on the raised dais.
Right now, I'm sorry. We can see Caden's card, but nothing else. If you're trying to show us something on the
Oh,
share
I
screen.
didn't even mean to change it.
Oh,
That was still supposed to be on already.
Okay.
Mr. Doubt. So, I gotta ask, who's sitting where?
Are we like all in a line? I take it.
It can be more of a. There's only three of you, so that's tricky. There can be more than 3 seats up there if you want to leave some seats empty.
What's it called? Quinn goes to sit in the middle.
Oh, Quinn sits in
There's no assigned seats.
there.
I like that way. No assigned seats, but
Yeah.
Quinn sits in the middle.
Yeah.
I kick my chair up against the back wall, and I take a seat in the back.
Like it.
Clue sits next to Quinn. He's looking at the coin, and he's wowing in amazement. He's like, "This is wow,
Yeah.
wow." This
Game
is
face is
amazing.
on, guys. This isn't the first time we've seen one of these coins.
I know. I
No,
know.
I'm saying for our company, we want to act like we have it all together.
True. I'm just seeing the vision in my mind of finally, rebuilding, and I think this could help us. In that
Help
step.
us. We'll rebuild 12 temples. We'll give you a temple city.
Thank you. I don't know if I need that
Love
much.
it, love it. Well, as you all gather yourselves and prepare for your guest, there is a light series of knocks at the door, which you recognize as Doubt informing you that your guest is ready and seeing if you are as well.
Come on in. The water's fine.
Okay, give me 1 second, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to show the viewing public at home the little Hero Forge screen really quick.
Hey,
That's
is
neat.
anybody good with charisma? Because charisma is not necessarily my thing.
The guy who sat in the middle says.
I mean, I could do a little deception, but like, that's about it.
I got a -1. I got a 9 in charisma, man.
I got a +2 on persuasion.
Okay. So I got +5 on deception, and +1 on
Intimidation is
persuasion.
a +6.
Okay. Yeah, I got a +5 in intimidation, so we could do some intimidation, deception. But as far as persuasion, you got us +2. That's big money right there.
Free to the talking.
I am Groot.
Right?
Okay, so as the door opens, Simmer Doubt comes in first, allowing the cloaked figure to come in behind him. And Simmer looks to the three of you to see if he should stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Okay.
let's go. I give him like a nod, and
Yes.
it's like a sit, like make yourself kind of not really there, but yeah, stay.
Okay. Simmer closes the door and slowly moves to one of the corners.
Yes.
And as is one of his skill sets, kind of blends into the background.
Exactly.
Good
Simmer,
call.
for all of his self-doubt, is extremely talented.
Nice.
Great call.
And it's to the point that you know where he went, but as you look at the gash and look back, you have to keep reminding yourself he's over there.
Nice.
So the guest walks in, cloak drawn over his face, hands behind his back, comes and kind of looks up. You can barely even see any of his face, but you get the idea under the hood he can see you. He looks at each of you in turn. He says, Rescue Inc., I take it. I was hoping there'd be a bit more of you here today.
Well,
We are
you
not
got the.
all the time.
I'm sorry. You talking? I'm sorry. Say something.
I just told him we are not all together all the time.
As
You
I
got the
heard,
gold standard.
the gold standard. I do hope that is true, as that is what I will need. As he pulls back his hood, and standing in front of you,
This unnamed guy.
standing in front of you is the Iron King,
Iron
King
Oh,
Creed himself.
all right. Let me write this down.
I will stand up from my chair and give a half bow.
Now, as far as King Creed, do I know that, or does what's his name, Quinn, know that? Like, has he fought? Has he served, or is he just like a political kind of king dude, monarch?
Give me a history check, but you would know this, but I want to see how much you know.
All right.
With advantage, because it's a military background thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
15.
Mm. The Lord of Iron is a fighting king. You are well aware that his left leg is had to be amputated in the war, as he is a frontline general. He currently has a prosthetic. He.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Nothing. I thought you were done. Keep going.
No. He used to lead every charge. Now, while he still is in the fight, his daughter is the main of the fighting force. You have never seen the fights, as the war takes place above the walls, and many of these soldiers refuse to talk about what happens up there. But in your time here, and as it is something of a career for you, you have deciphered in the 18 months you've been here, or probably longer actually, that the royal family fights, and the royal family is what holds the Land of Iron in this combat. And that last you checked, the Land of Iron was on the precipice of victory. So it is odd to see him here now.
All right, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when Slate does his half bow, Clue looks over and looks back really fast, stands up from out his chair, and does a half bow but a little lower.
Okay.
Does it quickly.
I also recall my sword as I'm bowing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This sword will take the scenic route up and above the ceiling and down the wall again.
And Quinn will stand in attention and salute, hold his hand up, to salute him.
Okay. Well, do you do
This guy is the king from the Castle Plains, right?
No, from the Land of Iron.
Oh, okay. He's Iron Plains.
Yes. What do I call it? Sorry, the Iron Plains. I keep calling it wrong. From the Iron Plains. He is the king of the Iron Plains.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay. And Quinn, do you do the salute of your home nation, or do you do the salute of the Iron Plains, which you would have known?
He does a salute of his home nation.
Okay.
He's not false flagging.
Good. King Creed gives nods to all of you in turn. Thank you for your respect. It's not needed. You are not my citizens. And I come to you for your help. And he gives you all a courteous bow. Not even close to halfway. Just a kind of acknowledgement. I do not assume that you know the status of my war, but we are close to victory, and as such, King Weary grows desperate. And you all would be aware King Weary is the king of the castle lands. And these are tieflings, all. I must make a heavy request of you all. King Weary has somehow captured my daughter. She is pivotal, nigh. She is the war effort. Without her, we are certain to fall. She must be saved. She must be returned. This must happen quickly.
I can't believe he would do something like that. What do we need to do?
What's the daughter's name?
Hold on, it's written down because that's important. My daughter's name is Princess Glory. She pushed forward in the last charge, as she is known to do, though in hindsight it appears that Weary's men simply feigned their front lines collapsing and were able to encirculate her, letting her plunge deeper and deeper into their lines. We have not seen her since, and they since retreated themselves. You must get into the castle lands. You must find her, you must free her, and you must bring her back here. Not here, back to my lands. The Iron Plains.
You are. Oh, go ahead.
So it was tactics. Or do they possess an ace in the hole that was able to subdue her?
I believe it was tactics. I've yet to meet her match on the field. Numbers, of course, but no one entity.
Not to insult, because I've found, this has happened before. We do not bring people back for love. If she has fallen in love, King Creed, with all due respect, we have to let that be. Lovers rule.
He grimaces a bit. I assure you, she would not turn her back on the war or her people for something as silly a notion as love. But I am well aware of the exception Rescue Inc. makes.
You just gotta be prepared for anything. Yesterday we saw Yetis falling from the sky. Never thought I'd see that before.
Yetis.
They come across a lot of things in Rescue Inc.
That is what I'm counting on. I do not know what defenses the castle lands will have around Princess Glory. I do know that your reputation should grant you access, as it does in my lands. We do not bar you entry for your rescue missions, nor do we stand aside when you try to rescue someone.
It is no question that we are up for the task. However, that is not what troubles me. We are allowed access when we need to complete a job in your land. But this is different. Your daughter, a member of the royal family, could be seen as involving ourselves in the war, which the twins is strictly forbidden. If we do this, your hope to end the war could turn into a greater war when the twins becomes implicated.
He nods. I do believe that may have been part of King Weary's stratagem. It is a risk I must take. But that is
But
also
show the
why
twins.
that is also why I come to you. You do not work exclusively for the twins, you simply reside here. There are more official channels in the twins for these kinds of things. And, of course, you could do this without being seen. I have already taken the liberty of having someone less significant kidnapped. You can go in under the cover of rescuing them.
That is very smart.
And very reckless. Whispers to
Secrecy doubles the price.
what's called whispers to what's his name? Yeah. So this RSP is very valuable, but this double rescue and secrecy thing. We'd like to ask a favor of you.
He
And,
leans forward. You would ask a
DM.
favor of the King of Irons.
DM, how do I know about like my home kingdom and what they think about the King of Irons? Like, do they have respect for
Oh,
it?
interesting.
Uh-oh. Parlay.
Your kingdom actually has respect for both of the kings down here. They are part of your banishment here is they are interested to see which king wins. Neither is a bad option in their opinions. They keep the entirety of the war on the walls, and the walls are huge, so it's not the hardest thing to do. But for 60 years, they have been no civilian casualties
Okay.
in either of the three cities.
Where am I from?
You are from Crackhammer.
Okay.
Nice.
So, I have a favor to ask. I am, as you may know, I was part of the army in Craghammer, and I'm down here for some extra work. I would just like, a recommendation from the King of Irons and letting them know, my work down here for you. Shall we succeed at this? That's all.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. All right, here we go. Woo. Natural 20, 16.
16. He, what?
I was asking for a natural 20.
Plus one.
Oh,
Yeah, I was asking for a natural 20. I rolled a 15.
that you had a natural 20. Total was 16.
That'd be a crazy.
-4.
Yeah. So,
Zero persuasion. Charisma.
King Creed looks at you, strokes his beard for a moment in contemplation. I am aware of you and your situation, yes. I am not much in communication with the Lords of Craghammer. I do not know what weight my word will hold with them. But, should you return my daughter to me, I can at least try.
Clue looks at Quinn, with curiosity. Looks back at King Creed. Is there any more intel on the nature of your request, this mission, that could help us? Maybe information on the castle lands, maybe a more detailed map.
The castle lands is vast and complex. One abomination built upon the next, connecting to each other. Thin walkways between. It is a labyrinth. I do not understand how they live that way. But there is order to it, to those who live there, and they know how to navigate it. I do assume you all have contacts there. I am not sure where Princess Glory is being held, but Weary would be a fool to hold her in his castle. So I assume she is in one of the others.
Interesting.
Do you have
Okay.
any spies in enemy territory that we could meet with?
Great question.
And I'm just kind of rolling. Like, y'all roll insight, or is my passive insight going to work on them? I'm just
Roll.
trying
That's
to.
my next question.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll insights if anyone would like to roll insights on this entire conversation.
Okay.
How honest he's being here.
18.
Insight. Ooh, I actually get to roll insight with advantage.
Nice.
Hey, let's go, bro.
So first is a 21 or 19.
21. Okay, cool. Good insights all around. Quinn. He is being genuine when he says he will reach out to the Lords of Craghammer. You have not spotted any lies in what he said. He's been very, very genuine, very upfront. Clue. He does seem. When he said there were other groups there are other names, other groups he could have gone to. You get the impression this has been his first stop. He came straight to you all. He has not sought out any other means to do this, and you don't think he considered anyone else for the job but you all. Slate. This is a man barely holding it together. His daughter has been taken. He fears for her life. He is able, as a king, to put on an amazing show, but you see something in that. You have caused enough pain to recognize it in someone else. He looks at you all to answer the spy question. He says, I do have a number of contacts in the castle lands, but I'd prefer their covers stay intact. If you have no other resources there, I could potentially spare one, but I do not see your more clandestine members here. I do think the three of you may go notice.
He has a point. So we're going in blind.
Well, that being the case, with the limited intel and desire for secrecy, I think it's time we discuss the elephant in the room. What is the price tag on family?
He takes a deep breath in and slowly lets it out. Were this simply about family, she would stay where she is. This is about the war. The price tag on the war is large. There is also a time constraint. Based on my spies, I am aware King Weary plans the largest assault in decades to take place in 2 days. I need her back in my ranks by then.
Wow.
2 days?
2 days,
Please.
or the
So-
Iron Plains falls.
So we have less than 2 days to get her and bring her back to you.
If you can return her to the front line before the first charge, that will do. That should give you 40 hours.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So, front line, she does not need to be in your presence. Okay.
No.
I stand up from my seat in the back and I walk over to the other the other two. Ask the king if we could have a moment.
He inclines his head and puts his cloak back up and heads out.
Well, there's a lot of restrictions. I say we set the price high and ask for half up front.
Mm. You know,
We need those funds to equip ourselves to be successful.
Yes. Yes, we do.
it's not a bad idea. Huh.
What do you think, Quinn?
No, that's quite fine. But I think we should also think about expanding Rescue Inc. into the Iron Lands. If this goes well,
I
more
think-
rescuers all over.
Huh. I think if we succeed, we can attract a lot more members.
Yes, to attract more members, and
Especially
we
the Iron
put up a base in the Iron Lands.
Iron Plains. My
Rescue
apologies.
Inc.
I said it wrong
Iron
100
Plains,
times.
sorry.
Yeah.
Iron Plains and Rescue Inc. becomes big.
Oh, ambitious.
Yes,
I
because when you go
like-
rebuild that temple, we'll still need more. They'll still need people that need rescuing, and Slate. This has to count for something good. You know, it fulfills everything that you'll need as far as hurting and helping people. We expand Rescue Inc. That's a good thing. It's notching your ruining your shield.
That is something I will have to sort out. Because while we save the princess, that is a good deed. But if we do not save the princess, the war ends and people stop dying every day.
True.
But yet
That
an
means
innocent would remain in harm's way. So I think we need to take my personal feelings out of it. I have a feeling I will be atoning either way. But lucky for me, I don't have to do that until after the fun.
right. Slate, if we complete this, you can atone in the temple that will be built in my city. Think about it.
When your temple is rebuilt, I'm sorry,
Yes.
when I help you to rebuild your temple, my services will be at your disposal anytime you need.
Thank you. Thank you. I do not need any services. I appreciate the help. I really do.
My services include scooping soup in a soup kitchen as well.
Yes. I used to do that in the temple also.
Love it, love it, love it. Simmer comes off the wall, says, "We do have a few contacts in the Castle Lands."
Shit, I forget you were here. I hate when you do that.
sorry. I'm not really good at it. I don't know why you guys can't always just see me.
You're great at what you do, Simmer.
So what do you think? Ask for 500 platinum up front and 500 when we're done?
Well, we have the RSP too. I mean RSD. We want to. That's a lot of credit from the crown.
It is.
You need monthly.
It is, right? It is.
How much?
Has it been activated?
Not to your knowledge.
Maybe not yet.
Not to your knowledge. It hasn't.
Well, what if they activate it and that's how we get out? And at the end, if we don't succeed, he cuts it off, and
payment
he keeps it on if we do.
I just want to make sure we are in agreement on how much
Right.
we will be getting.
Well, yes, our monthly fee, our monthly line of credit from the king. How much
Okay.
shall we charge?
Right, gotcha.
That's good to know.
It's just renewable, right? We want to make sure the money keeps flowing.
Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And for me, this is not about the money. It is not about the money. I want to help other people.
I just want to have enough so that we don't die.
I want to have enough so that
Like,
to expand Rescue Inc. We
Slate
don't die.
is perfectly okay with spending everything that we get on stuff for the battle. Like, I have no interest in trying to save money for anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Expanding Rescue Inc. sounds great. It could help us reach our goals a lot faster. I think we should do this. And
Okay.
also, this is a princess.
Yes. How much? So how much platinum for the month? Should we ask? 500 a month? 1,000 a month?
Let's ask him.
1,000 platinum a month. Okay.
Quinn-
that's what we-
Quinn, I have a question. I know you come from a noble family. What is a lot of platinum? I don't know myself.
Brian, what was I paid by my kingdom?
Were you
Man, it's
paid?
over.
I don't know. Soldiers, I feel like don't make a lot of money.
Right.
Slightly below average.
Right. So I mean, a platinum's a shit ton of money. Just one platinum.
Okay. But we just got 20 platinum for Rescue and Repeater.
From a
We're about
noble.
to try to
Yeah.
fix a war.
Yeah. So I mean, you saying like I want a 1,000 platinum a month, I think would be like saying,
It's just 10,000 gold.
yeah, it's a shit ton. Like you're saying that I want 50,000 a month from this credit card.
Okay, what about 100 platinum a month, guys? 100 platinum a month, guys.
That's 1,000 gold. Seems
Fair, right?
Yes, I never seen that much, but maybe it is fair.
Okay, bring him back in.
Let me check something really quick so I give you a really good idea of how much things cost. Because I have a website I go to that has all the prices for items. So I can tell you how much like the stuff you're currently wearing would actually have cost you. What was this? It was something magic shop.
Slate, do you think that rescuing the princess is the right thing to do?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Do you think that rescuing the princess is the right thing to do?
In the moment, if we rescue her, it is known that we will save a life. If we do not, it may put an end to the war. But we do not know that. But we can be confident in our own skills. So yes, I believe it is the right thing to do to save her.
Okay. You have a unique perspective. That's why I wanted to ask.
So just rolling a random roll of legendary legendary items. Cloak of Invisibility will run you 80,000 gold pieces.
80,000.
Woo! So
What's that? How much gold is that? Platinum. Is that 8,000 platinum?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your request may not be ridiculous and complete. Like I mean, that's legendary items, mind you, but
Right.
there is like things are expensive as fuck in this world. If that makes
Okay,
sense.
so 1,000 platinum a month, man. We asking for it.
Yes.
I mean, that's fair, right, guys?
Yeah. Let's do it.
We're trying to save a war.
All right. So here's the deal. Though, that's per month. How long do we think we're going to get this? Because the job's only going to take a dang half. So
Well,
if we're not careful, then we're going to get like 100, and he'd be like, "All right, well, job's over."
Oh, I thought it was in perpetuity.
Maybe we can do more jobs for them if they need help.
I thought this was just one job in perpetuity from the kingdom. I mean, we're delivering them a war.
That's true. True.
I mean,
That is
we
true.
tried to
1,000 platinum for the crown.
of a retainer to where we would give him priority over our mission, and then maybe he would agree to let us stay on indefinitely.
Maybe yes. Doing work for him in perpetuity could give us a new HQ in the Ironlands. What do you think, Quinn?
Iron Plains. Iron Plains.
Iron Plains. Iron Plains.
Like, we're sitting comfy here, but we're in a tavern. I mean, if we could be the go-to squad for a king, I mean,
Quinn, what say you?
That's fine. I just think that a retainer, I mean, I think we can ask for it in perpetuity outright. And if he fights back on that, then we ask for the retainer at that point.
The retain. Okay.
We give him the retainer option at that point. And I think
So-
we first go in and say, in perpetuity, 1,000 platinum a month from the crown. And this RS. This is a large task. We could end Rescue Inc. along with our lives here, guys.
Very true. We've never did anything like this before.
so to be clear, we're gonna ask for 1,000 platinum for the job, and as long as we come back successfully, we stay on retainer for 1,000 every month.
If everything goes, yeah, best case scenario, yes.
Okay, I like it. I'm on board.
If not, we can have the 1,000 platinum for the one job and stay on retainer for future jobs.
Yes, that's okay. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
Break.
Since I guess I'm the only one with persuasion, I will step up and.
Okay.
Simmer, what is your persuasion?
Oh yeah, secretary.
I can't speak for the group. I'm just here that for the odd jobs and clerical duties. I wouldn't feel right. I'm not going out into danger. You know.
We're gonna put on a show. I'm
Oh.
gonna whisper everything into your ear, and then you're going to be the spokesperson. If they ask, you tell them I'm shy.
You work for us.
Exactly. Well, Simmer, what do you think about this proposal to the king?
Oh, I think it's gonna work. He's desperate, and you know if you fail, you die. So you know,
Right.
I
How
don't,
desperate, Simmer? Could we double that?
well, if you fail, he dies too. I think so. You know, you're putting a price on his life and his kingdom. I'm not sure what you couldn't ask for. Now, there's always a question: if you ask too much, does he just kill you later? Because
Right.
you know you don't want to become an extraneous suspense.
A loose end.
Yeah,
yes.
you don't want to, you know. If you ask for
We'll
too
ask
much,
for the
then-
entire
then-
kingdom.
right? If you ask for too much, is extortion.
Right.
So
Okay.
there's a sweet spot. I think you guys found it.
Okay.
We don't.
Yes.
We don't want to become Hunted Inc.
Yes. Yes. All right. Bring him in. We will discuss this. You will act as a
Spokesperson.
spokesperson for us right now.
He
and,
kind of like looks to the ground.
remember- this helps your payout too. You know, Simmer.
He knows my value name is Doubt.
Hey, Simmer. I don't doubt you, big guy.
Yeah, but that might not be great.
You're not a tiefling.
I got you.
He's gonna automatically not believe him.
It's roll
Okay.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So then, Slate, you got it.
Slate,
Alright.
yes, we believe in you, Slate.
So Slate in his 7'1" stature will walk up and stand right in front of the king.
He's not in there yet, but Simmer
Okay.
will go open the door, usher King Creed back in. He will come back in and take the cloak back off as the door closes. And look to you all.
I will walk up, stand in front of him, put one hand on his shoulder. We feel your pain. We will rescue your daughter. It's not going to be easy, and the timetable is small. So we will require 1,000 platinum pieces up front to help us equip for this mission. And when we are successful, we would like the right to stay on retainer as your go-to mercenaries, I guess, at a retainer of 1,000 platinum pieces per month.
Roll persuasion.
All right, go. Where is it?
How's this going?
P
Is that insight or perception?
Insight.
10.
10. Roll insight.
So, yeah. Insight. All right.
Mhm.
Insight for everybody or just him?
You can roll as well.
29.
All right. I have advantage on that shit. 22 or 22.
Would you like to roll as well, Clue?
Yeah, I roll. This is going to be a tough ask.
It's insight. Is what we're rolling.
Let's see.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, if I have a question.
Okay.
Stone rune. If I activate this rune, my target has to make a wisdom saving throw. That is charmed. But it doesn't specify that they will know.
That happened.
Yeah.
If it does not say they will know, then we have to go with they will not. They still may, in hindsight, wonder why you were so persuasive, but they will not know they were ever charmed. You just will come off as very charismatic.
I'm gonna try it.
All
Stone
right.
What's the save?
Wisdom save of gotta be the 15.
Wisdom. No, that fails. So
Yes.
roll. So that'll be persuasion with advantage now going forward. Correct.
All right. Yeah.
Roll it again.
All right. Fucking
Come on,
A.
big
Oh wait,
Come
I'm
on,
sorry.
big.
I think that was performance.
performance.
Disregard that.
Dang it.
I'm set at 20. Oh no!
Oh my god.
So the 10 stands.
Damn.
You wasted
As-
it. That's what it was.
Right?
That was your 18 right there.
As King Creed moves to answer, Simmer appears from behind you, stepping out from the side, and says, King Creed, if I may, should Rescue Inc. fail, they all die. And your soldiers die, and you die, and as many as the castle land chooses to slaughter, they die too.
what good is the coin to you if everyone's dead?
And Creed, as you all, I'll say, keep the same insights. He was going to flat turn that offer down. But taking heed to Doubt's words added something, not a lot, as Creed looks at him.
It may be too late, but I do still have that inspiration.
Go for it. Either add a D10 or re-roll a D20.
Let's see. I'm gonna add to a 10.
Reroll.
Yeah, I'll re-roll.
Okay.
Persuasion. Come on, baby.
14.
14.
That's better.
Better.
So that with Doubt's addition, Creed looks to you, then to Doubt, then to the rest of you. Looks to Doubt again. Your virtue is doubt, is it not? You speak very confidently of this. Doubt, taking a rare moment that you all don't see often and looking the king in his eyes. I may doubt many things. I don't doubt my friends. Creed nods to that. The crown will see fit to pay you 2,000 platinum for the job. 200 platinum on retainer going forward. Should you be successful. It goes without saying, should you not, we shall not be here to pay you. Now, the retainer will be off the books. I will know of it. Princess Glory will know of it. No one else shall. I will add the stipulation. Should any member of the royal court of the Castle Lands seek to hire you, you simply tell me it has happened. Not who it is, not what the job is. Just simply, you have been hired.
You mean? I assume if you win the war, there will be no more castle lands.
Returning my daughter does not win the war. It simply stops us from losing it.
All right.
Clue looks at Slate and Quinn. I say, that sounds fair. I think maybe we should think about it for a second, though.
I say loud enough that the king can hear as I walk over towards the group. 200 a month should be good for 2 jobs per month.
Creed will say, take your time, but time is fleeting.
Once we're in the group, I say 2,000. That's twice what we asked for. I don't mind taking the hit on the monthly. But I do suggest that we put in there the 2 jobs per month so that we have adequate time to make other money.
Maximum. Yes, two jobs per month maximum for him. I would even give him um, a week per month of our time. That's what the retainer will cover.
In the Iron Lands.
Yeah.
Or Iron Plans.
Yeah, he'd give us a job that could last 3 months. So it's ridiculous. Oh, okay.
I like
Gotcha.
that.
So we'll say
We'll
you guys
accept.
huddled, and then now you break in the huddle for a moment.
Yep, and we'll accept that.
Yeah.
So, a week per month of our time is what the retainer will cover, and yes, we agree to your stipulations.
Creed smiles despite himself. He says, should I only have guaranteed right to your services for 1 week out of the month, we shall simply call it 20 platinum, and the only thing I request is notification should you be hired by the Castle Lands.
20. So you want to monopolize our time for
I think you
200
underestimate-
platinum a month? I mean, Rescue Inc. does better than that already.
What did you say, Manny?
We completed a job just yesterday in a few hours. You underestimate how much we can accomplish in 10 days.
I believe you underestimate the needs of royalty. While you are quite accomplished, and I do know how accomplished you are, the things I would need, I cannot guarantee would only take a 10-day.
How about an audition? We save the war in 2 days. Should prove to you how much we can accomplish in such a short time.
Persuasion with advantage.
All right.
Clue
is-
nods his head.
He is hiring you to do a job in 2 days.
First one is shit.
Oh gosh, man, yo, come on, get it together.
Oh, what
Slate,
the
oh
heck?
my gosh, Slate, no more rules for Slate.
y'all don't like money. That's what it is.
Yo, we
Not a
need
talk.
our other members.
It's because Slate's not in it for the money. That's what it is. The dice know the reality.
Bunch
So-
of brutes in a room trying to negotiate.
Exactly.
I love it. I fucking love it. Creed says, let us split the baby. 2,000 platinum for this job. As mentioned, should you fail, none of this would really matter anyway. So we will proceed on the assumption that you shall succeed. When you succeed, I will keep you on retainer for 100 platinum. In that retainer, I request to be informed should you be hired. Now, should you be approached by any of the royal court of the Castle Lands, whether you accept the job or not. Not who, not what. Simply that you were approached. Should you accept the job, that would need to be clarified as well. Should I have a job for you, it will not be longer than 1 week, unless negotiated otherwise.
Give us one moment to discuss this amongst ourselves.
He inclines his head.
Um,
he steps
Quinn-
back, but he does not leave the room.
Quinn looks at the guys and says, "I think this is it, guys." And then he pats Slate on the shoulder and he says, "You've tried valiantly, but none of us are good at this."
Yes.
The looming stone individual trying to negotiate was not successful.
100 platinum a week sounds
Um,
great.
A month.
I mean, well, I'm sorry,
month.
for a week's worth of work.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Every month, it sounds
Yep.
great. Once
Awesome.
once
And mind
once
you,
we com-
potentially a week's worth of work. You're a retainer. Even if you're
Yeah.
not hired for that week of work, you still get the
100
money.
money.
Yeah.
Right. And we complete this, our prices can go up to the Twins and the Castellans.
Oh yes.
True.
All right, guys. Then I think
okay
this is a
with
yes. We turn around. It's a deal, King Creed.
I step to the back. I ain't talking no more.
King Creed nods and he says that RSD is already approved for the 2,000 platinum. That was yours whether you took this job or not.
Ah, thank you.
Thank you for the honor and respect. We appreciate it. I
He
go to
nods.
shake his hand.
He shakes your hand. While there is a degree of both honor and respect here, that, should you have turned this down, was to ensure you keep it to yourselves.
Yes, discretion is part of Rescue Inc.
Yes, it is.
I'm
But
sure.
I guess not anymore. You're asking us when we're approached, so
We won't
we'll
tell
let
them
go
about
of that bit.
sledding fireballs then.
He nods and he says, which is why I wanted to ensure I compensated you for that and wanted to make clear you did not tell me who it was or what they wanted. Simply that it happened. I
Yes.
hope that is a happy medium for your discretion.
Yes.
That is fair. Yes, it is.
He nods. He says, I should take my leave. I should not be seen here, nor can I be away too long. I do have a war to fight.
Simmer. Make sure our benefactor has shown out our secret exit.
Creed kind of holds up a hand. I'll go out the front, thank you. I do have, if not a few people waiting to ensure I leave.
Oh,
We can always teleport you if you don't want to be seen leaving this room.
Again, I do think that would cause my men to come in here after me.
yes. Let's let them go the way. They'll probably,
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want that.
I think everybody loses out on that. He loses the deal, we all lose out.
We lose our lives.
Thank you, sir.
He nods and he begins to leave and he stops and he reaches into his cloak and he pulls out an hourglass on a medallion or on a chain. You will need this when you reach my daughter. And he holds it
And-
out.
What's this?
Wow. What is that? Yes. What is that?
The what is not overly important, but one of you should be wearing it when you find her, and you keep it on in her presence.
Okay. And when he leaves, I want to heavily inspect this thing. Investigate. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Okay. Manny, what you missed? Before Creed left, he took an hourglass on a necklace out of his cloak and said that you all need to. One of you need to be wearing this when you find his daughter, and one of you needs to keep it on while you are around her. When asked what it is, he said the what is not important, but you need to have it on around her.
If allowed, I will put it on and kind of slide it, like kind of in between some of the roots that can make up my neck.
That's fine. As Creed leaves and Simmer shows him out, Quinn wanted to inspect it first, so we'll do that first.
Okay.
And what are you doing exactly here, Quinn?
I'm just kind of looking at it, making sure, like I'm looking at it, like seeing what it is. Maybe if I've seen anything like this before. Trying to look at any details on it.
Yeah, does it seem magical?
So whoever wants to, history, arcana, inspection,
I actually have.
You said history or arcana?
or inspection,
Investigation, you mean?
investigation. Yeah,
Okay.
crimes afoot.
Arcana is advantage. So first is a 16. Second.
Hey, you got a lot of advantages on stuff.
Doesn't he? So 19
what
arcana.
Right.
Now, proficiency and expertise, what does that mean on the things? As when those little circles are filled in?
Proficiency, you get to add your proficiency modifier. Expertise, you double your modifier.
Do they already do that for you, though? Or you have to
Yes,
do that
it's
separately?
already done.
All right.
Okay.
So we have a 19 arcana, we have a 9 inspection, and we have a 9 history. Never seen or heard of anything like this. Hourglasses, rather common. Wearing them, not really in fashion anywhere you're aware of. Them affecting you can't think in what you know history-wise of why that would be important to have on around somebody else. Investigation-wise, it's very well made. You do not think it'd be very difficult to damage it. Seems old, but again, nothing's really jumping out to you. It is made to the point that there are not any distinguishing features to let you know more about it than the person wants you to know.
Okay.
Arcana, 19. This is extremely magical. You are not sure what kind of magic it is. You are convinced it is a magic item. You think it's nigh indestructible. Based on him saying that you need to have it on around her, just intuition, you think it must be tied to her in a very large degree. You do not get the implication that the current direction it's facing matters. As you turn it, the sand seems to flow much slower than it should, but you're not sure what that could represent.
Do we have a guy or anything like this that we could take things to? Like, do we have like a network?
You have contacts and you have favors. You would know.
I gotta roll for my favors.
Yeah.
Do that.
You would absolutely know an artificer.
So,
Should you want to get this magical item truly identified.
D4. 3 favors. All right.
Quinn, roll a history check for me. With not Quinn. I'm sorry. Clue. Roll that with advantage for me.
Okay. One more or just one more time?
One more, please.
Okay.
Clue money.
Okay.
As Slate is saying what he recognizes about it in the arcane, you look at it again, kind of turn it over in your hands. 15. You're not sure, but you think you may know of an oath tied to time, but you can't place it.
Okay. Hold on. Can I hold the hourglass? Really?
You're holding it now.
I'm holding it. I turn it over. Guys, remember how I told you a few times about the oath that I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There is an oath that there's an oath related to time also. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with this. It might be possible though.
Huh.
I've never seen anything like this before.
I believe the princess will probably be able to give us some information on it.
Maybe we can have one of our contacts, someone that's you know an expert in identifying magical items. Maybe they could give a better look at this.
Does anyone in the group have use of disguise kits?
No,
No, I don't think so. No.
Love it.
I have thieves' tools and a dragon chest set. Oh, and I'm very good with land vehicles.
I have a forgery kit and smith tools.
If I knew you were good with land vehicles, that would have helped with the bobsled. But you guys knocked it out the park, so
Nice. I guess unless the group has any contradictions, I will try to call in one of my favors to see if I can get a time and location of any sort of POW transfer caravans
Oh.
in the castle lands.
That's fine. Do we know if we could have some kind of beast go with them? If they have any like dogs or anything, I can talk to those.
You can talk to
You might
dogs.
be able to hire some.
I can talk to animals, and I can also see through their eyes.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen you talk to animals before.
we need to get ourselves a fucking bag of tricks.
Yeah. Takes about 10 minutes for me to cast these things, but once I do, I'm locked in for about an hour. As far as my beast sense and seeing through their eyes and everything, I can't not move myself, but cannot see through my own senses. But I'll be able to see through theirs, and then I have about 10 minutes that I can speak to them when I cast Speak with Animals. But I can do these things at will.
That might come in handy. Maybe we can get a dog and have them come with us on our mission.
Or a rat, or a spider, or anything.
Oh. Good idea.
Let you know. We can even take like an eagle, and I could see through the eagle's eyes as it goes up into the sky.
All right, so we can go shopping.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Shopping!
as Rescue Inc. makes their plans for this mission they've newly accepted, we will close out the first of what is clearly going to be a few sessions of Rescue Inc.
Hell yeah.
Whew, that
Well
was fun.
done,
That was
everybody. That was great. I did not
was
think
fun.
you guys would fight the Yetis. I thought you'd sneak out successfully and be on your way.
No, they need to step on their face.
Fucking
Yeah,
great.
yeah. That was
That
hilarious.
was hilarious.
Yeah,
Like-
you guys had to flex on them.
You guys brought like the strongest fucking people ever to the bat. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna step on somebody. It's just
We got out of there, and
Order
when he
the
stepped on
seat.
his face. I'm sorry.
In order to see how strong he really was, I was actually kind of happy that happened. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stand here, and I'm just gonna take all the damage, and we'll see what happens. I only lost 21 hit points.
That's
Out
awesome.
of that.
And that was good for me too to kind of see if the scale was right for what I thought combat needed to be.
Right.
And yeah, 3 Yetis was cool. There were 8 more inside. And there was
Jesus.
an indomitable Yeti also on the deck.
Whew.
Yeah, that could have been problematic.
It could have been, right?
It could have, but it would have been fun. Like that was a cool. The fact that they had the teal gaze was great. Yeah.
I ain't even going to rage yet. We could have
did
got
it.
busy
You
with
did
some
it.
Yetis. I was
Right.
like, I'm gonna chill. I don't know how many fights we gonna get in. Let me not rage on them.
Your rage would have woken up the others though.
Ah,
You'd have been a real scrap at that point. But no, that was a shit ton of fun. That was great. Group dynamic is really good. Yeah, you guys just hopped in and that worked really well. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was
Definitely a
great.
different dynamic.
That was
Yeah.
great, definitely.
Definitely a different dynamic.
Isn't it more fun when everyone likes each other and gets along?
Yes. 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 No
It's-
sneaky behind the back stuff.
It's so much easier, right? You guys handled talking to King Creed really well.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what he was going to pay you guys. That went a lot higher than I originally thought it would.
Good thing I was able to charm the son of a bitch because my rolls were fucking terrible.
Yeah, and it's a good thing you mentioned to what's his face early before the meeting to come and help talk to people because he wouldn't have done that otherwise if you hadn't mentioned it.
Right?
Simmer, he wasn't going to do it but you mentioned it and then he saw you kind of fall on your face. And,
Right.
And I was like, well, I can't do worse than that.
Hey there, friend, old buddy, old pal. Fuck you.
Mm-mm.
Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, my man
Right.
stood up to the king for us, though, so I believe in my friends.
Hey, with all
does?
due respect, you smell like shit, but I want 1,000 gold.
And then Simmer comes, well, you do smell bad.
Mhm.
But it isn't that bad.
If anything, you stepped in our place. So that's our fault. No, this is going to be fun. We'll have to figure out when the next session will be.
Yeah. That's the harder part, like keeping track of what happened in this session. You gotta get your write-ups. You do a good job though, going over things.
Yeah, I'll have to give like pretty good last time on Rescue Inc. But that won't be an issue.
Make all the difference.
Yeah, it is on it's on Twitch. If anyone would like
nice.
to watch it. But yeah, we got 3 viewers. We got a new follower. I don't know who they are, but they're there. But no, that was fucking great. That was awesome. I am very glad that we have opened the door for other members to be about, which is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
That plays
Yes.
really well, I think, too.
Now, if Greg wants to come in, he can. Britt, if Britt wants to come in, if Michelle wants to
Anybody,
come in,
yeah. Rescue Inc.
Yeah.
can be as big or as small as are available,
Nice.
honestly.
Yeah.
we have money. We could hire somebody else to help us out. You
do
know,
have
something like
money.
that.
I don't know about hiring people,
I've been
as we
low-key.
discussed.
I've been low key trying to find our group another female member to help balance things out a little bit.
No, that's real. Oh man, that was fun. We'll definitely try to get another one in August.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, if it's not Sundays, I don't think it'll be very difficult.
Mhm.
But Sundays it will be tricky because we have the main campaign.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But by the way, man, this takes place at the same exact time as my main campaign, in the same
that's
in the same
nice.
world,
Ooh.
same time,
Yeah.
same world.
That's cool, man.
Ooh.
So should you all do any very large implicating things, it won't affect the other campaign.
Let's not do that, guys.
We could have just like
No.
fucking
That group is teetering on the
assassinated
edge.
that guy and just change the landscape of your fucking campaign.
Hey, that'd be hilarious. I mean, there's a larger chance of the misfits affecting Rescue
Yeah.
Inc., but
Right?
you never know.
Yeah, the Misfits, they fucking just bump their heads into like high
They're
shit all the
Illuminati,
time.
so yeah,
Yeah.
they could very easily change the world. But no, I mean, you never know what the Sixth Dominion has to offer. Honestly,
Right?
That's true.
It's fun being beyond the walls.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
When you
It's
say
very. Go ahead.
they're an artificer, I was like, man, Mir's an artificer, and he's from the Frostfort. I was like, that's interesting. It's like, you probably
He's
don't
from
know
the
him, but-
Evertundra.
Oh, he's from the Evertundra. Okay.
So where is the Frostford at? Is that like at the south of Alestria or at the north? Is that north of Alestria?
Bless you.
Thank you.
North?
Frostford is north. Evertundra. Sorry, Frostford is south. Evertundra is north, but they do connect.
Okay, got you. So we're in Frostford, pretty much.
Correct.
Got. So
You're near the
okay.
South Pole.
South Pole. Got you. Oh, that's interesting, man. We haven't really heard too much about it, anyway.
No.
We haven't heard anything about it.
There's no reason to. So I get to tell. We tell this really cool story down here.
Yeah, it really can. Yeah, this is awesome.
It is.
I like
man.
having our little crew, man. Our crew's about to do some damage.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of potential. I mean, like you guys aren't exactly stealthy, so like you
I
said,
am stealthy.
you'll probably be noticed getting the fuck in. So
Selfie, yo.
I'm not telling you who my spies are because you're gonna get them outed.
I got
Right.
+7 stealth. What you mean? We stealthy?
Sorry, you are not. You're noticeable as a group.
Okay.
I should say that.
People know our faces.
7 foot 325.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got a
right.
Groot, you have a Groot with you.
Everybody hops on his shoulders.
It's like, oh, there's Rescue Inc. again. What are they doing this time? But you guys do have a free pass to move anywhere because you're usually rescuing somebody. So,
Right.
like he was saying, you're allowed in the Iron Plains and you're allowed in the Castle Lands to get through the gates.
Yeah.
They won't actively, give you who you want, but you're not barred officially. Like, if you can
Right.
get who you want, God bless. We will let you in
we're
here
not
because
en-
we hire you too. Is what it pretty much boils down to.
exactly. We're not enemies of the state. Exactly.
To either.
So theoretically, we could bribe our way for a conversation and then just have you teleport the bitch out of there.
You teleported 90 feet.
Yeah, 90 feet.
Go.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
90 feet. But
I chose not to get the teleportation helm, honestly.
Yeah, that could have helped, but you didn't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
it could. I figure it make things really cheap, though. That's the one thing. I
Some
wouldn't
things,
make
yeah.
hey, listen, you say that now until you get beat the fuck up.
Got a strength of 25 and like a plus.
It's
plus
the
3
fun
weapon.
thing.
I mean, at this point,
And you're worried about sheep.
I
rolling like a plus 11 on your strikes.
So I speak 3 languages. I speak, which is interesting. One of the ones deep speech and thieves can't, but I also speak Infernal, and it's interesting because we're in a tiefling lands.
Tieflings. Oh, that's
Yes.
such a great pull. Not knowing it was gonna be
Yes.
tieflings.
I
Yes.
speak Draconic, Primordial, and Giant and Undercommon.
Okay.
So if you want to, you can change giant if you want. In Alestia, giants are a myth,
Oh, okay.
but you guys have clearly found the belts of giant strength. So
Yeah.
while it's a myth, there are some conspiracies that they exist. But knowing how to speak giant is like learning Klingon.
Brian, should I add Dorvish to it? Because I'm from Craghammer?
Say again? No, I don't care which one it is. If it's the same level of strength, change it. But if it's different
No,
levels,
I'm
then-
saying, should I add Dorvish because I'm from Craghammer?
Oh,
I was just thinking the same thing, Saeed.
yes, you should speak Dwarvish. That's
Alright,
so just
yeah,
add that
Dorvish
on.
to it.
Yeah, without taking anything off, add that on.
All right. And yeah, so cool. So I got a
Yeah.
couple things I speak,
This
and
is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be a
I
lot of
also
fun.
have the observant feat, guys. So
Oh, you can read lips.
yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I picked some things that might be of use for us, like rescuing and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's a
Right.
really good one. It's a really good one.
All right. I want to pick Yeti so that they all understood everything that I spoke to them.
Okay,
yesterday.
okay, Yeti, and Yetis are a pretty populous in the mountains here. So that's
That
a really
sounds
actually
interesting.
it's a good one to have. There are Yetis about. There are multiple Yeti colonies.
I want to talk my trash to the Yetis.
That's fucking hilarious and great. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking awesome. Okay. A few other things you guys would know. Like I said, the wall is actively full of fucking dungeons. It's very dangerous to go in there. A lot of your rescue missions are getting people out of the dungeons they get stuck in. You have not been below the 5th floor before.
All right.
Anyone who got stuck down there, no one got up to ask for help.
Oh, wow. Wow. So is that dangerous?
All right.
Yes.
So the wall is Diablo 2. Heard.
Sure. Yeah. So the wall, I'm not sure if you've seen the entire world map, Manny, but the wall goes around the entirety of the world, essentially. Hold on.
Oh
let me,
shit!
this world is divided by this wall.
Great Wall of China on crack. Heard.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
let, me, let me give the big map. I'll put it on really quick.
Oh,
shit.
yo.
Yeah, that's the walls. You guys
Yo.
are on the very bottom one under Frostford. That's where you are.
Okay.
right by where the water is here.
So yeah, this wall is the wall they're fighting on right here.
Correct. Right down here is where the fight's taking place. Right where it kind of peaks up and goes back down. That's where the fight is.
Oh wow.
Right here. This is where you guys are.
So the twins are right above the wall. Castle Lands and the
Correct.
Iron Plains are right below. Okay.
That's where you are. But all the walls in all of Alestria are essentially dungeons to a very large degree. Very few have been explored. There's very few safe entries.
So it's like, have you ever watched the anime Magi?
No.
That's kind of the basis of that. They're, instead of it being wall, there are these like monuments or like these giant towers that sprung up out of the ground.
Oh,
and
cool.
each one is a dungeon. And if you
Oh wow.
can clear it, you basically get a genie as you're like
Wow.
that becomes bound to some kind of magical item that you have.
That's
Okay.
amazing. Okay, that's very cool.
That's pretty. Yeah, that is cool.
I mean, these are pretty much like the Dungeon Guild who made the twins exist because they go in a dungeon and get rare magical things out and sell them. There's an
Nice.
entire industry built on safe entries into the dungeon. There have been very few found safe entries into the walls.
Okay.
Where they've been found, cities have been built. This is one of them.
So trying to use one to get through to the other side would probably not be a good idea.
Very risky. Generally, the entrances are on the top of the walls. But the Twins is built by a lower entrance. You're not sure if there's another entrance on the other side of the walls or not. Generally, the Castle Lands and the Iron Plains are reached by going on top of the wall and then going off of it from there. You do have to cross some of the battlefield, but they do have approved times of pedestrian transit, as it were, where there's a
Okay.
ceasefire to allow for that.
Interesting. Nice. Okay.
Because
So
they
you
have a
have to go
deal.
through the border.
Yeah,
They
they have a
were-
deal with the Dungeon Guild to not get involved in the wars, and a part of that is allowing them transit.
Cool.
But yeah, this is a really cool addition to the world. I'm very excited to see Alestria grow. Rescue Inc. doing their thing, being awesome, and beating up Yetis.
Felt good. I was like, man, I don't hate these people.
Yo, you.
I was like, I don't distrust these people. Nah, man,
Right.
that's what it really is. I don't distrust them. I
Right.
can just trust them.
Yeah.
It's like a weight lifted.
Right. Is that show? Is that Michelle?
Where?
Did I hear Michelle?
No.
Oh, my bad.
I like
Wait, was
Slate
she-
doing the community service.
Yeah, I
mean,
like that.
I took out 6 Yetis. I definitely wasn't expecting to do that much damage.
Yeah,
yeah, that was crazy damage.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
And volunteering the spoon soup, the soup kitchen thing, awesome. That was
Right.
cool. That was very cool. Very cool little moments in the session.
Yeah, I was trying to make a Quinn's going to Wiscott, try to mention to him all the time, like, hey man, you can ease up. You're doing good already. Like that's gonna be a thing.
I like it. I like that's a great thing to have. It's a cool thing.
It's like, hey man, you want a good job. You don't have to do this.
Right.
I mean, Slate's
not
living that
overbearing.
age-old question: does good erase the bad?
Right.
He also has his background is the haunted one.
That tracks. That definitely tracks.
That battlefield he saw, the carnage he saw, it really did a number on him.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So if you guys go on top of the walls to get over to the Castle Lands, it's probably gonna be a little rough. You'll see the battlefields. You'll see the wounded. You have to walk past some of the regiments for the Castle Lands. a lot of 1,000-yard stairs.
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, in the other campaign, we really haven't seen a war, so that'd be interesting.
You haven't.
Nope.
Yeah.
You guys are around big nations. Big nations can't have wars. It's risky. They have too many allies.
Somebody
Yeah,
trying to start a war, but you know.
Everything's like full, like huge size countries.
Yeah. So these are small ones, and these are ones without allies. These are ones that aren't gonna warp into a world war. They can have that fight. It's great, man. This is great. A lot of fun. All right. I like expanding this world. This was a great, unsuccessful one shot, but great miniseries. We'll call it.
Right.
At the moment. For the moment, we're gonna dub it a miniseries.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it. It'd be nice to get Greg in too. Maybe have Greg have a just be a member that couldn't join in on the previous mission.
Well, that's why I framed it that way. That the first thing the
Yeah,
king said was, "I expected more of you to be here."
I mean, it would definitely make sense for us to try to recruit a few more members if we got to do all this in 40 hours.
Yeah, 40 hours is. But I wanted it to be a little bit of a time constraint.
Right.
But no, so as it stands, Rescue Inc. has more members. They just weren't around for the Yeti mission and weren't around for this meeting. So if anyone becomes available to play, hey, I'm back, is all it is.
Yep.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
We got a job for you. Come on over. Hopefully, we can get some people who maybe don't have. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, people want to create characters that complement us because we created certain types.
You guys all created the same. You all created very deep, very different versions of the same character. It's hilarious.
Right?
I mean, he created a healer, so that's good. He's just
I'm strong, but I
healer.
heal. I'm strong, but I have magical runes.
It's funny because when I started out, my intention was to make the sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the Urchinosity, and the idea for Slate just kind of started.
No, that's awesome, man. The character
Yeah,
will tell you what it wants to be.
I play a sorcerer, so I was like, I want to do something where I use my fist this time.
Right.
I was like, I want to just go the opposite direction.
How does that feel to play?
They can
How
wreck.
does it feel to play? How does it feel to play an opposite character to yours though?
It's fun. It's really fun. Because naturally I gravitate toward magic users all the time. So having someone that can bash is kind of fun. Like when I went up to the Yeti, I'm like, Midas would never do this, but I'm like, yeah, he's got some. He can withstand some pain. So I'm like, yeah, let's go up to him. Let's fight him head on. And that was pretty cool and fun to do.
Power class in here, 21 or like 22 or something like that too.
Yeah, that's what's it called over there? The healer.
Yeah. Healer's
Which
a
is
tank.
great because our healer is a tank and he can heal us and he doesn't have to worry about getting dropped while he's doing that.
Exactly.
Freaking awesome.
I mean, that's how Dent is built.
Yeah.
Dent's gonna be right in the middle of the fight, healing people.
Exactly.
And you're a tank. You got more hit points than me. I only got 121.
Oh yeah, I figured the healer should be the last one standing, so that way I could bring people back to life or heal them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got 112 hit points. Our armor class is 20.
Minus 17.
Nice. So you know what I use? I use tough. I use tough with a side, so I was like, let me use
tough. Yeah.
Tough. Yeah, and so it made
Tough
it
is
jump from
nice.
it made it jump from 120 to 147.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, it was funny, yo. You got some of the same things I had. The Giants belt, and then you got the other thing, the cloak.
The cloak. That's
like,
hilarious.
You got the same stuff.
That's fucking funny.
You both have the displacer cloak?
Yes.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 when Brian said you could carry extra stuff.
Oh wow, you got a 4. Woo.
So I got a belt of fire giant strength. I got a great sword plus 3. So those are my very rares. I got a great sword plus 2. Is my other rare. So I carry 2 swords. And I got a cloak of displacement, an amulet of health, and then a bag of holding.
Oh, you got the amulet of health clutch. I was looking at that.
So I can raise my hit points a little bit.
Exactly.
I almost took the missile snaring shield,
I love
What's
that
that?
shield.
which would have taken my AC to 22.
Oh,
All projectiles, as long as they're standing close enough, would come to me instead of you.
oh wow.
It's great. I love it.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
like that's freaking awesome. Like,
It pulls magic in too.
oh shoot.
That's
If it's
crazy.
ranged, if it's a ranged attack, it's gonna pull it in.
Uh,
If
but
you
ultimately-
use your reaction to do it, mind you.
chose to go with the fireball necklace because
Yeah.
I have a lot of reactions already with all my runes.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun. I feel
Yeah, I
great about the encounters I have planned out because you guys are strong as fuck.
Right? This could get
Right.
this gets intense.
So I got some things to break down attacks against. Like my rage can half the damage, and then I have something else that can break it down to a quarter.
Wow,
Very,
crazy,
very nice. Very nice.
So
crazy.
I was like, yo,
That's the
I gotta
fun of
build
it, you know, having that kind of character. It is very hard to hurt him.
something. But you'll find a way. That's okay.
I got ways. Not even knowing what you guys had built, I figured you guys gonna be able to take some hits.
Right?
So I got some things out here to level some hits. You know, make it fun and exciting for everybody. And you know, we'll see how you navigate the espionage part of this. Because clearly you guys can fight. Can you guys find somebody?
We got some espionage. I got some perception and wisdom in rogue traits.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
True. True.
As long
I
as you
forgot
gotta
about
talk to anybody who you don't know, you'll be fine.
As long as we don't have to talk to anyone that we're trying to be friends with.
Right.
True, because intimidation, you guys are good at that.
Yeah.
Intimidation and deception.
6.
They all right.
Oh, so okay, so you guys might be fine then.
+5, +5. I was mad when we found out that was the king, because if it was just like a regular person that came up, I was gonna be messing with him. Like since my passive reception, everything was high. If they like lied to us or something, don't lie to me. It's like, he's lying to us. I was ready to fuck with him.
Also, too, spellcaster. When you are picking your spells, if you choose darkness, I have blind sight up to 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, very
So
cool.
that
Okay.
can be utilized there.
I
Gotcha.
cannot see shit. So if you want to keep a light cantrip on you, it might be good to keep a light cantrip.
Oh, you're a human, aren't you?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
I, on the other hand, my dark vision is 120 feet.
Oh, we gonna be in dungeons. Damn it, Saeed, you should have thought of that.
Well, you don't have to go into. Well, we'll see where it takes you. You don't have to go into the wall dungeon.
Should have picked double sight.
So it's pretty good. And then you know what? We'll see where things take
Oh,
you. You know, we'll see if you guys can save the princess and continue the war, which is a fascinating, you know,
What is this, Mario?
connection. Well, you know, saving the princess didn't actively fuel a war, so not Mario.
Zelda?
More Zelda. yeah.
Like Zelda on steroids, maybe.
Yeah, you guys are all Link.
I think the king said she was the general of the army or the frontline fighter, the main frontline fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she's the strongest unit in the army. So
yeah.
crazy.
Without her, they will lose at the next push.
Imagine she's like the princess from the last Airbender.
I can see that.
Oh.
I can definitely see that. So yeah, I'm excited to see if you guys can save her or not.
Right?
Don't save her. She don't want to.
And that's the thing. We just gotta save her and bring her to the front lines and drop her off. We don't have to actually take her to the king.
Which is
So.
correct. It's a much shorter
Take
path
me to
once you get
king.
her. We'll see how it plays. I'm excited. I'm excited, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Definitely.
Wait. So guys, do you think I should have had helmet teleport, or no?
Yeah, I mean, however you want to build your character.
Yeah.
So we'll
I
figure
just
it out a way.
figured, yeah, I just figured like we get her we could just teleport right away. It kind of like, we don't have to escape. I kind of thought it'd be more fun to have that challenge there. Plus,
Yeah,
my
but
character could already teleport a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You also didn't know exactly what we were getting into.
Exactly.
You know? So
Right.
Not to mention,
pick
you're
what's going
assuming
fit.
no one can stop you from teleporting as well.
You said no one can stop you from teleporting?
You're assuming no one can. Counterspell
gotcha.
does exist,
True.
and there are certain locations you can't teleport in and out of,
Okay.
like somebody's eyeball.
like somebody's eyeball. Yeah.
Also, your spellcasters, as you go ahead and pick your spells, if you have any spell that alters the terrain, I do not get slowed down over any surface of earth or stone.
Okay.
So
Got
I
you.
take the front line, and you guys can fuck up the ground and take away the light, and I'll be fine.
This is a great little group here. I'm excited to see how it expands with more people coming in. But just 3 of you guys, you're good. You'll be great in a fight. It's gonna be really hard to drop any of you,
Loves to fight.
and then has to repent and do good things
To a
afterwards.
fault. Yes.
That's hilarious.
Over the years, he's kind of adopted the attitude of I can basically do whatever the fuck I want as long as I balance it out.
Wow, that's a dangerous person.
Put more likes the tactician side of things, planning, in the fight. Like when we're in the fight, like tactically fighting and then winning the fight. That kind of idea, not necessarily the bloodlust, but how do we win?
Slate is probably going to need you because he's more of the I'm just going to stand there because I'm.
Someone's gonna be strong enough to fuck you up one day.
He gets a little overconfident sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I can
so at
definitely
some
see
point,
that.
he's probably going to need you to kind of reel him back in.
It's like just fucking dodge once.
Right. Move out the way.
So I think conservatively we will say 3 to 4 sessions for this story.
Okay.
I think it's what it'll take to complete it, based on how this one paced.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I got in my head for the story, I think we'll say 3 to 4 sessions.
Hopefully we succeed, so we can have another rescue wing somewhere.
Yeah.
Open up a couple offices.
Yeah, because if you guys fail, that only leaves Doubt, and I do not know he's spinning back up.
Basically, he's alpha, and he'll have to find some new rangers.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah,
kind of,
he is.
yeah. We
He
need
is
some
like
new Rangers.
Aye, aye, aye.
Right.
Like he'll be in the office, someone will come in. Hey, is Rescue Inc. in? He'll be like, give me a week.
It's funny because I was thinking of when you described everything, I was thinking of us like Ghostbusters,
It is very
Yo.
much like Ghostbusters.
and I was like, he's the secretary at the front.
that's who he's
Right.
designed as. He's designed as that exact person.
That's great.
That's the character design.
Yo, we are like Ghostbusters. It's a really cool dynamic, yo.
Yeah,
Very cliche, but really cool though.
exactly.
Right.
It works. It works well.
Very 80s, 90s type of movie, kind of like that kind of feel.
Uh-huh.
And I imagine when the king left the room, we're all just like,
Trouble
"Damn,
in Little
man, none of
China.
us."
That's what this is.
What you say?
The movie Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I heard of it, never seen it.
I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Big Trouble in Little China. Okay. Yeah, I imagined us after the king leaving, just like looking at each other, like, "God damn, we need somebody with charisma here.
Yo,
We need somebody. What the
As
fuck
the
is that?"
door closes, you just hear a big fucking heavy exhale from Slate.
Fuck.
yeah, like Slate, you tried.
You guys really like talked yourself out of a lot of money. 'Cause he had a budget.
Yeah, man, sleep.
The king had a working budget, and you guys talked yourself down.
I mean, we could always try to convince the princess to help us renegotiate.
Right?
I ain't messing with it.
Yeah, I ain't messing with it. I'm not either. I'm not either. I'm very modest. My character's very modest.
We need someone who's charismatic to woo her, and then we won't even have to ask her, and she'll just help us.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
funniest part is that she's in love, man. That'd
I
be
don't
great.
think she's going to fall in love with a tree, so I'm out.
it would be hilarious if she was in love. If you guys go track it down and she's not kidnapped.
True. We have to drop the job. Man.
Well, no, they just end the job at that point. You got your money. Like,
Right?
that's clearly in your bylines.
Like, we were hired to rescue her. If she doesn't need to be rescued, then
Job done.
it
Yeah.
was just dumb.
Job done. Y'all lose the war.
And that's the
Right.
why. If she's in love, that means she's damning the entire
Yeah.
country.
Oh, yeah.
And
Because
it's,
strong as he says, if she joins the other side, it's over.
Oh yeah, definitely.
and that's why I reminded the king. I was like, yo, bruh, if she in love, dog,
Actually,
that's on you.
fuck.
Right.
Now that we
We
know
don't
that
do love.
this would fit Slate's, it was fit his morality the best if that were the case, because that would mean that the innocent is not in danger and the war would end.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Slate could go to sleep happy.
Right? Slate would be very happy. Like, I could probably take a week off after this.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great, you guys.
Hell yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yo,
All right, guys. Oh, I'm
All
sorry.
right, guys.
You go ahead, finish what you're gonna say, and then I'm gonna hang up because I gotta.
Oh
do the
yeah.
trash.
Yeah. You definitely want to stay here for this. I was thinking, what if the Misfits ran into like Rescue Inc. with like 5 members? The Misfits might get wrecked.
You guys are stronger. So the Misfits are level 10. You guys are level 12. Like you're automatically already stronger.
We're stronger. Misfits got wigs though.
Yeah, they do. They do.
We got wigs. We got a
Oh.
tank and a side, but then we got a whole bunch of different other types of people that can help.
Right.
Maybe one day if like everyone's available, but it's not a session day, we can just do a battle royale.
The
Well,
fuck,
a team versus team.
Woo!
So, but we wouldn't have the overlay. So, like, if you two were on, you two could be with whichever side you want to be on, but the other side would be without you. So, like,
I
if you
gotta
were
swear
with
to Midas.
Rescue Inc., we'd have Midas and Assad not be in the fight.
Ooh, I might be an L.
I'm swearing fealty to Midas. My first guy, so I gotta.
You gotta
gotta rock
support
with
it.
Yeah.
Well, I can always pick up some of the
Right.
Rescue Inc. side.
I'll just bring my werewolf, and that should even things out.
That fucking werewolf. I would say it's the most OD character ever, but we got a 3 multi-class
Can you
guy
imagine,
here.
though, if I brought him up to level 12 as a monk barbarian that's also a fucking werewolf?
Nope. Nope. That guy was insane.
I had a. It was 12 made me had a real hard choice. I had to choose between if I wanted to go 5 rogue or 5 fighter. If I wanted to basically be able to uncanny dodge or have an extra attack, and I chose the uncanny dodge. I was like,
Okay.
because uncanny dodge plus the barbarian bear totem, I was like, I could take 1/4 of damage if I rage and then dodge. I'm
Oh,
like, that's
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like
And
that
then with
more.
2-weapon fighting, you can still attack twice,
Yeah.
though, right?
Exactly.
No, that's not
So I was
bad.
like, I could.
That's a great
Do I get a
build.
third attack or do I? I was like, we got people that are probably gonna be able to attack. So let me
Right.
make sure I don't take as much damage. Keep myself
Exactly.
in the fight.
Technically, if I wanted to, I could drop the shield, go to an AC of 18, and then I could attack 5 times.
Wow.
Well, no, I guess no, because it takes a bonus to
Mhm.
swing a dancing sword.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, if it's already up,
So it'll be 4 times.
does it attack by itself, though, once it's up? I think it might.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure it attacks by itself. It's a bonus action to activate it. But I think after that, if the enemy is within 5 feet, it attacks. If I'm not mistaken. You get 4 swings on auto, I think.
Powers, you can use a bonus action to cause it to fly up 30 feet. As a part of the same bonus action, you can cause the sword to attack one creature. After hovering, bonus action to toss it, do so. I don't know. Because
I'll have to read it again. I thought definitely a
Just
bonus
the-
action to activate it.
and a bonus action to move it.
I believe after that, though, if it's within 5 feet of an enemy, it just swings.
If that's the case, then technically I could do that then.
Let's look into this.
Well, so after the sword attacks on its 4th time, it flies 30 feet and tries to go back to your hand. If it can't, da da da. No, I guess it is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonus action. Yeah.
Dang, all those advantages. Get advantages on insight and arcane. That's nice.
Yeah.
That came with the Rune Knight.